Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, let's start our day. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations,
We're here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your system maintenance fall by the wayside. Call North Point today.
Light it.
But to win it all, that is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Watch Fox News digs deep into the facts and gives you an inside look at stories impacting you.
The whole house could almost implode. I don't have a house right now. I'm in a rental house. Thank goodness it's in the same neighborhood.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
Spoke to the CEO last week, who had the nerve to tell me that these primates have a good life. They have a good life until they're killed by a barbaric and horrific disease.
Making your concerns our priority is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Welcome back here. Heathwood Hall, the place to be for your Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Game of the Week. Highlanders Gymnasium, Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here. Glad to have you with us here on a warmer than normal lately Friday. About to have the jump ball here, and we'll get right into our starting lineups. We began with the starting lineup for Cardinal Newman: Irene Bocanegra Garcia, Ayana Reyes, Taylor Lawbacker, Kristen Moy, and Zaria Thomas. Sabria Monsanto, Shamari Hayes, and Dakota Jenkins. Dakota Jenkins, a promising 8th grader, number 20. We'll talk about her a little bit as the game goes on. Of course, Lauren Jacobs, the Ole Miss commit, Chris. We'll talk more about her as the game goes along well. Had many offers, including from the Gamecocks, committed to Coach Yo over at Ole Miss.
She was the McDonald's All-American nominee.
That's right, absolutely.
Yes.
And she was, apparently, I heard Coach Yo was on campus. The jump ball goes to Heathwood. Stop and pop. Trying to get it going early. They're going to get that rebound out there, and that's going to be a key to this ball game. Possessions. 20. That's the youngster I talked about, the 8th grader, Jenkins. Got a player down, might have caught an elbow. Dakota Jenkins, the 8th grader. We talked about Coach Dickerson Zimmerman. Brianna Dickerson Zimmerman, she talks glowingly about Dakota Jenkins. And just like that, Zaria Thompson goes out after that first play, got hit in the face, it looks like, Chris.
Yeah.
Stopped the game and got her out of there. They'll attend to her on the sidelines.
Looks like she might have got poked in the eye. Stacey.
Yeah, might have. We'll call that points in the paint, brought to you by North Point Heating and Air. The Highlanders playing man-to-man. It's going to be a steal, open court. Left-hand dribble, steal, and basket. That is beautifully done by Sabria Monsanto. Now 7 points short of 1,000 points, Chris.
Monsanto really with a good defensive end, play on the defensive end, and then finish off with the layup on the offensive end. Fast start for the Highlanders.
Yeah, East Tennessee State commit. And there's Lauren Jacobs, the all-everything guard. Going right to the paint, and she shows with the speed. That's one of the things Coach Zimmerman wants to do, is get out and show their speed in the transition.
Looks like they're going to try to press as much as possible, too, Stacey.
Yeah, they're going to do their idea is to try to deliver a knockout punch early. And it's going to be a turnover early right there. And that last basket, both best. Coach Zimmerman right there. Talk about her. You talk about a Gamecock, former Gamecock, Brianna Dickerson Zimmerman. She's the all-time leading scorer here at Heathwood Hall. Her name was on the wall, 3,351 points. A lot of people think that's Asia Wilson, but Brianna Dickerson, and didn't play her senior year. Was injured with a knee injury, and that's a basket by Lauren Payne. And just like that, a 30-second timeout called Cardinal Newman.
Yeah, that was a quick timeout, Stacey. They tried to settle things down, getting everything settled against this press. All going Heathwood Hall way right now.
Yeah, I was talking about Brianna Dickerson Zimmerman. She's not an athletic director here as well. Back-to-back state champs, Heathwood Hall, and that's Coach Kessler on the other side right there. Barry Kessler, he's a Newberry product, Newberry Academy, played there, coached some there, got into teaching first and then kind of fell into coaching and liked it, and he's in his first season here at Cardinal Newman as the girls' head coach.
You know, talking about Coach Zimmerman, I covered her in her time at South Carolina, and that's making me feel a little bit old today, Stacey.
Me too. I wrote the first article on her when she was a junior in high school. I wrote a newspaper article on her, and That's old because I ain't written a newspaper article in a long time, and that was not long before she got injured, and she didn't get to play her senior year. But I wrote a newspaper article in the Carolina Panorama, I think it was, back in the day.
This was back in the day when nobody covered the South Carolina women.
Absolutely.
And it was under Susan Wavius.
Yes.
They did have a couple of good seasons while she was there.
Yeah. Her senior season, she played under
Wavius. Yeah.
Under Dawn's.
Yeah, at the end.
Her last season played under the famous, the great Dawn Staley. There she is, Lauren Jacobs, the Ole Miss commit. There's going to be a two-shot foul down in the paint right there, and all the 6 points for Heath would have been in the paint. So North Point Heating and Air happy right now.
And they also been second chance points a lot, Stacey. They're getting to the glass, dominating, getting another chance to get some second chance points right now.
Stewart Law Offices is our free throw sponsor. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today. One more shot coming up for Shamari Hayes, the senior guard, number 10 right there, and splash down two of them, both good. No press this time. They're gonna play a good solid man-to-man defense they've been playing from the beginning. Good length on this team overall, though, for this Heathwood Hall team. Good size out there. And that's a turnover. 8-0 is your score. Glad to have you with us, folks. This is a high school hoops game of the week. We endeavor to do 6 of these doubleheaders per season. This is our 4th week.
Looks like Thompson's back ready to come in on the bench, Stacey.
Yes,
they need to get her back in.
It's good to see. Good rebound that time for Cardinal Newman. They have yet to touch the scoreboard. Nice look ahead. Nice pass ahead right there. That ball was partially blocked by Kate Kingston. And once again, Lauren Jacobs again with that left-hand finish. She used both hands very well.
Again, I've seen her get a steal. She's out in transition. She's hard to stop, Stacey.
Yeah, check, that was Monsanto the last time. I'm sorry I said Kingston. That was Monsanto. We're tracking her. She's trying to ball, and but that last basket again was another North Point Heating and Air points in the paint. All of them, as you mentioned, have been in the paint for Heathwood Hall.
We talking about Lauren Jacobs. She's over 2,000 for her career.
Yeah.
Just got that last game. So a lot of scores on this Heathwood Hall team.
And they had to factor in some points from her early days playing at Cardinal Newman back in the day. There's Jacobs again right there. So they just kind of had to recalculate, and they're going to present her tonight at halftime with a 2,000-point ball. That's another North Point Heating and Air points in the paint. They're going to get worn out with that points in the paint sponsor. Think North Point for all your heating and cooling needs. Cardinal Newman struggling to score, and it's going to be a foul that time. They're going to get Irene Bocanegra Garcia with a foul.
Monsanto's been really active early too, Stacey. She's got a couple steals now, a basket, so she's been really active on both ends of the floor so far for Heathwood too.
Without a doubt. We look on this wall right here. We see Brianna Dickerson's name up there. Also Asia Wilson name on this wall up here. So this is tradition.
As their
jersey will be retired
on Sunday.
On Sunday. My daughter will be there. Oh, 3-point, our first deep ball of the ball game. That is Shamari Hayes with our Will Lugray Opportunity School 3-pointer. For over 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future. Will Lugray.
Yeah, now if they get the outside game going to what's happening inside, Stacey, this Heathwood Hall team really has a chance to make noise and defend their state championship.
Yeah, the two-time defending state champs in Skeezer 4A, and I was talking to Brianna Zimmerman, and she was telling me they really – Northside Christian's undefeated. They play them Monday.
That'll be a good one.
That's going to be a good matchup. They're tied for first in the region. And back in the game you mentioned, gets a trip to our Stewart Law Offices free throw line, Zaria Thompson, the forward. Glad to see she's okay. Got a lot of height right there. First free throw, errant. They haven't cracked the scoreboard. This next free throw, they need this next free throw to rectify that.
I hope they don't make me start tracking free throws.
I know, right? I just talked to somebody about that, about you tracking it, how we've had some bad free throw shooting. Nice diagonal pass. Lauren Jacobs, beautifully done to Dakota Jenkins, the 8th grader. Nice look by Jacobs, and again, North Point Heating and Air points in the paint, Chris.
Yeah, I like Jenkins. She's got, like I said, they lay very high on the 8th grader. She's got good size, good hands, good vision. It looks like she's going to be a player.
Yeah, Brianna calls her fearless, and with that, we're going to step away. 17-0 is the score. We'll be back from Heathwood Hall, the campus of the Highlanders, with the Stewart Law Offices Game of the Week.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
Some days your strength and resolve are tested. You need a team behind you to keep in sports medicine, provide specialized treatment for the athlete in all of us. Backed by the #1 rated hospital Midlands, life's a sport. Keep playing.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. And every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door. From Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
Welcome back inside the Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Game of the Week. Highlanders of Heathwood Hall in control over the Cardinals. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering, and you enjoying hoops on a Friday evening here in the Midlands. All Heathwood Hall earlier. Cardinal Newman, I believe they will make a little run here. I think they'll put something together here.
Yeah, Thompson going out early didn't help their cause at all.
Absolutely.
And just have not seemed to get into the flow of the game just yet. And Heathwood Hall starting out fast like we sort of expected. So it's a little bit it's a lot of Heathwood Hall right now.
Yeah. They've kind of gotten anything they wanted. Hadn't had to shoot outside, but this young lady shooting right now has the only 3 of the game. That one, no good. Zaria Thompson with the rebound, and they would have had numbers with a clean catch, but now they're scrambling. They're still trying to score. It's a block shot by Dakota Jenkins. I was talking going before we went to break, about 20 right there, the 8th grader. Coach Zimmerman loves her. She said she's fearless. She was looking forward to match up against Zaria. She said even though she's a senior, she really takes it personal. And she can do a little bit of everything on the floor. She can step out and make threes, by the way, which we may even see tonight. So that's a bright future for an 8th grader.
With that size, and she's probably going to get bigger.
Yeah, she's about 6'1", 6'2" now. Yeah, she's going to get bigger.
That's going to be hard to defend in years to come.
Yeah, that's maybe P4 type potential right there. We'll see how she develops here. Masanto, they're going to get her with a well, so she doesn't believe it. She looked over here and rolled her ass a little bit.
I think she wanted you to make the call.
I think she wanted me to. I wouldn't have called it. But that's a good. By the way, good officiating crew. Before I'm criticizing them, great. I know 2 of the guys in there very well, and they do a great job. But that's going to be 2 shots coming up at our Stewart Law Offices free throw line for Zaria Thompson. She went 0 for 2 last time. She needs to get these together. That's that. Now they've touched the scoreboard. Their referee crew: Steve Cook, Vincent Lyde, and Aramis Hillary. Aramis Hillary, former college quarterback at Coastal Carolina.
Yes, sir. I think Strong Thurman High School.
Yeah, Strong Thurman. Yeah, yep. All the Hillary, Ira, Coco Hillary, all those guys came from there. Yeah, that's all his family.
I think it was about a 15-year run of Hillary's.
It was. It got Strong. Vincent Lyde, the other official, they call him Tex. He played ball down at Voorhees back in the day. The other official, at 2 of the 3. So a little zone being played by Cardinal Newman. And they're going to get a hell ball position arrow, and it's going to stay right there on that end of the floor.
You know, even with the score 17-2, Stacey, very active zone by Cardinal Newman. So they're playing very hard and doing a lot of good things on the.
Coming back. Wild shot that time. Monsanto, well, she's aggressive. That's what Coach Dickinson talked about her. Dickinson Zimmerman talked about her. Loves to get up and down, and she went coast to coast off the glass. Monsanto, again, she's got to be tracking that. That 1,000-point is coming up there. They're going to present her with a ball here at the end of the quarter, I think. Take a look at this, Chris.
Look at that. Look at the scoop shot from way down, Stacey.
That's skilled. East Tennessee State commit and signee. She's already signed. North Point eating in there, points in the paint. She might have been almost out of the paint. She was so far away scooping that. But she gets a free throw at our Stewart Law Office's free throw line here.
I think East Tennessee State got a player.
They got one.
Monsanto, she's really impressed early so far.
Yeah, very athletic. Coach, they call her Bree. Sabria, they call her Bree. And she has a high motor, which you just saw on display right there. She was in 5th gear just then. And that's her again right there, playing on both ends, pushing the pace. She's going to push the issue. Oh, nice overhead pass to Jacobs, and Jacobs got it the second time. And by the way, speaking of the Ole Miss, got a good one right there too, and Lauren Jacobs.
Absolutely. Like I said, she was a McDonald's All-American Game nominee.
Yes.
So she's earned her stripes over the last 4 or 5 years.
Absolutely. She plays well. That's her on your screen right there. She's been spectacular for a lot of years here. And actually started her career at Cardinal Newman.
That's news. I did not know that.
Yes, and that's why
I do remember that, yes.
And that's why the points. So they thought tonight they thought she was 40 points short of 2,000. Well, she had a couple games at Cardinal Newman. They had to factor in. Cardinal Newman sent them over this week. And with that calculation, she already has the 2,000. That's why it's 2,000 already done. Because they didn't know. They would have celebrated the other night, but they didn't know it was 2,000. She missed the last game with the flu. And then 2 games ago is when she really broke it.
That makes sense.
Flu is going around. We got some the boys game we'll talk about. There's some players that are probably going to be affected in both of these games with the bug that's been going around. Chris, you had
I'd have been affected earlier this week, so I'm glad that we got to Friday, and I'm okay now.
Yeah, it's been going around the Metro. There it is, string music. A 3-pointer is up and good. That is Kristen Moye, the junior, and that's Monsanto. Good rebound, Cardinal Newman. Jacobs picking up 3-quarter court. 21-5 is your score. You got Cardinal Newman, you got to think you're fortunate because they kind of weathered the storm. A couple buckets here, and they're right back in it. Got a couple free throws down in a 3-pointer now.
That TV timeout maybe settled them down just a little bit.
They may have. Oh, here we go. Jacobs 2-on-1 right here. Will she keep it? Oh, she double dribbled. She just double dribbled and got away with it. She's so smooth with it. She just took the ball from one hand to the other. That was a double dribble. Got the basket, and she's laughing. She knows she did it. She got the basket, the hoop, and the harm.
I think me and you are the only 2 people to see that.
No, she saw. She laughed. She thought we did. Right here, right. That is. That's the camera. She went from. That's okay. That's okay. When you're McDonald's All-American nominee, you get to do that. Stuart Law Officers points in the free throw line, and then of course North Point Heating and Air points in the paint. But that was smooth, right?
That was smooth. But I'm just amazed that nobody else reacted but us.
Wow, that's how smooth it was, Chris.
I think that's about right.
I think we feel like that. 24-5 is your score. It was a 40-point win by Heathwood Hall earlier in the season a couple of weeks ago, and that's going to be a legal screen call at time on Cardinal Newman. Play starting to fill in a little bit now. We had 2 JV games before this game, so the people have been here, and they kind of Youth Appreciation Day here at Heathwood Hall as well. Lauren Jacobs deep, way back. Nice offensive rebound. Couldn't get it to go. I'm blocked out by the official. I can't see who's over there. It's going to be a hell ball possession arrow this time. Goes to the Cardinals. Because we always, as broadcasters, we always want a close game. We want it, competitive as possible. So, Cardinal Newman gets a couple of baskets here.
Makes that 4th quarter a lot more interesting when it's a close game.
Absolutely. Almost got it to go. Thompson with a putback. Good job. Zaria Thompson with a nice rebound and putback. North Point Heating and Air points in the paint for the Cardinals. There's too much Monsanto. Sabria Monsanto just determined with the putback. North Point Heating and Air points in the paint.
I think she knew she was close to the 1,000-point mark, and I think she wanted to get it in this 4th quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, 1st quarter.
Yeah, I think she might be right about there. They're going to stop the game at the end of the 1st quarter. Probably at halftime now, if she hasn't gotten it. But with the last 30 seconds, we'll see. We don't have a running point total. She's right around 9 right now. She did miss that free throw. That might have been it right there. Oh, coast to coast. Nice drive, but couldn't finish. Got blocked and scrum out of bounds off of the Highlanders. And we had 19 seconds left in the 1st quarter.
I keep looking to my left to see the clock, and that clock's not working. I remember to look to the right to see that clock.
It's got me a couple times, too. That's a new scoreboard, too.
A lot of new things here at Heathwood since I've been here last.
Yeah, they had renovations going on the last couple of seasons. We came here for football, and we saw them working the last couple of years, and they've redone this gym area.
I went to go see their new weight room before the game.
Yes, and I should have gone with you to see that.
4,000 square feet. It looks like a a 5A high school weight room.
Yeah, head football coach Tamir Zimmerman told me on the phone during football season he was very excited about it. 3-point, no good. Monsanto, no good. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 26-7, your score. Heathwood Hall in control over Cardinal Newman. Stacy Huff and Chris Deering here with you. Stay with us. Second half action coming up.
Is pushing everybody around. Only one checking account has the power to give inflation a wedgie.
Okay, I'm going to stop that before it goes any further. Hi, I'm Mark. Safe Federal Credit Union is offering its new Power Up checking account with 3.25% annual percentage yield on qualified balances. For more information, visit us at safefed.org, insured by NCUA.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Welcome back in, folks. Heathwood Hall campus, the place to be for the party known as the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. They lead the Cardinals 26-7. Second half action coming up. And at the end of the first quarter, we had a celebration. Sabria Monsanto, the senior East Tennessee State commit, went over 1,000 points in her career, and they celebrated here. That's her out there with the family. I got that game ball, Coach Brianna Dickerson Zimmerman giving a 1,000-point ball, the flowers, the balloons, the whole thing. The proud family. Congratulations, Sabria. Great camera work, guys. Stacy Huff, Chris Deering here with you. Glad to have you with us here on the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. All Highlanders thus far. Will the Cardinals make a run? Heathwood Hall in their white uniforms, green and black trim. Cardinal Newman in their black uniforms with the red trim. A three-pointer. Splashdown, Lauren Jacobs from deep, Chris. Will look great opportunity to score three-pointer.
There's been a lot of Jacobs and Monsanto early. They really dictated the pace of this game, and on both ends of the floor, actually.
And that was beautifully played. And they came out of the start of the quarter with a nice play. That's Jacobs. Will she keep it? Try to go coast to coast. Lauren Jacobs using that speed. That's nice. Diagonal pass. She's going for Jenkins, but it went through her hands. And Sabria Thompson with the block. Nice pass, though. Nice look ahead.
Thompson was angry on that one, it looked like.
Yeah, she's frustrated.
Yeah.
I mean, you get it down 22. Ball inbounds. Again in white. Oh, that was Monsanto with a wild three that time. Jacobs eyeing it again. String music. Lauren Jacobs from way back, Chris. Will look opportunity school three-pointer.
Back-to-back threes from Jacobs. That was a rainbow shot. Forced Cardinal Newman to call a timeout again early in the quarter, just like in the first quarter.
Will look great opportunity school sponsors our three-pointers. For over 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future. Will look great opportunity school. So there it is, 32-7, and they played early, and again, it was a blowout win for Heathwood. Like you mentioned in the opener, two programs going in a little bit different direction. I hate to say that, too, because Cardinal was trying to get in the direction Heathwood Hall was going. Exactly. They try to build that.
And, just a few short years ago, they were there.
And they had Ashlyn
Watkins,
yes. and they were dominating Heathwood Hall 4 or 5 years ago.
That's right.
These things are cyclical. So, you got to weather the storm and keep your program intact and, coach up who you have. Ashlyn Watkins don't come along all the time. And just like Lauren Jacobs, they don't grow on trees necessarily.
I was talking to somebody at lunch today, and we were talking about it. Ashlyn Watkins, Asia Wilson, Brianna Dickerson, all played at this level, and they played in the SEC.
Absolutely, right. So you definitely can get it done from Skeezer. Not to mention, the guy's side, people like Zion Williamson, people like that. So it can definitely happen. You can bloom wherever you plant it. A lot of good coaching and a lot of good athletic skills on this Skeezer level. This is Skeezer 4A. That's out of bounds off of Monsanto. She is super active.
Yes. Both ends of the floor, very super active.
And, Brianna Dickinson Zimmerman is a enthusiastic. That's Coach Kessler right there. He's very enthusiastic about his team as well. And Coach Zimmerman is, just effusive talking about Jenkins and all of her players. She's excited and wants to go and get that 3rd championship in a row. Will she keep it? Monsanto with a right-hand scoop. Beautifully done. Great body control.
Took it the distance.
Jenkins got that too. She had the hands up and she dropped the hand in the last moment. High school officials going to call that dropped hand every time. 2 shots coming up for Cardinal Newman's number 11, Katie Wilkinson, who's an outstanding student as well. Junior forward. And they need these 2 free throws in the worst way. Good form. Yeah, splashdown. That's good form. Stewart Law Office's free throw line. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today. Dart Thompson with a big rebound. This could be good. Could have been a 3-point trip down the floor.
They need a couple of those. 3-pointer maybe here or there.
They need a lot. So 6:23 on the second quarter clock here. Jumper, another 3 effort right there. Jacobs got to rack it up about 4 or 5 rebounds by now too. Used all the rim. Lauren Jacobs gets it to goal. North Point hitting it out points in the paint.
That's new in the home rim. She used every bit of it right there.
Every bit of the orange that time.
Well, that's 8 straight for her, right, Stacey?
Yes, she's taking over. That's called taking over the game right there. And that's the collision after that 3-pointer right there. That's going to be a hell ball possession arrow. It's going to stay right there with the Cardinals. And they're going mass substitution for Heathwood Hall.
They only got 9 players dressed out, and they bringing in the 4 off the bench right now. So
yeah, you look at that bench over there. Jerome Dickerson is Brianna's dad, who has an outstanding AAU program here in the area as well. He's helped on the bench with his daughter. It's got to be fun. He actually coached here some.
He did, yeah.
A good rebound that time for Heathwood Hall, number 25, Bonnie Pope, the sophomore. Has some new players in. 3 is in the game also. Quasia Grooms also in the ball game. 15, Everett Pope. We have 2 Pope, Bonnie and Everett Pope in there. Mentioned Quasia Grooms. Basket, number 4, Camelia Gore, the senior, got one to go that time.
She'd been off on a couple of shots before that, but that was, again, good form.
Keep putting them up. They'll eventually fall. All the rim, but no good. Rebound by the young lady we're talking about, Camelia Gore. Also the game, Sanaya Weeks in for Heathwood Hall. She has it right there. Oh, dragged that foot a little bit. One extra step that time. Referee rolling it up.
He rolled it all the way down the court.
He rolled like a disco move. He was getting it in right there. Right? Little Saturday Night Fever right there, John Travolta.
He had that one rolling.
Yeah, he was going rolling. Yeah, he was trying to be singing with that one. There was a little something going on, a little extra. Well, they're playing a little zone. Are they playing a little zone? They're still man-to-man, but they kind of playing into the paint a little bit. That's going to be a turnover to the Highlanders.
Stacey, I think this one ref knows our viewpoint, and he stands in the way both ends of the floor.
You want to minimize your effort when you can. You want to work smart, not hard. You want to work smart. Oh, there's the pass across right there. Gore's going to try it again, but she has a quick trigger now. She turned it loose.
She did the step back that time in the corner. Just didn't pay off.
Did not pay off. Thompson just throws on up and uses all the rim and a little piece of glass. Zaria Thompson with a jumper. It takes a little bit of everything, though. They got double digits now. Got 4 reserves in for Heathwood Hall.
They're playing man-to-man now.
There's rooms right there. Well, a ball didn't go, managed to not go out of bounds. And now we're going to have someone that fell on that line out there. So it's going to be ball turned over to Cardinal Newman. And we'll step away right now. We'll take this time out, pay some bills. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering on a nice Friday night for high school hoops. Thanks for joining us. Come on back. Second half action coming up.
Coming home from work, and while I was at a complete stop, a truck rear-ended me. With that became a lot of pain in my neck, my shoulders. My husband thought that maybe we can just handle this on our own, not knowing a year later I would actually need to take care of everything. It didn't feel like you were actually going through a lawsuit. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, it's a feeling that, you don't have to worry about anything. That's why I would recommend someone to them.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are
every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Scan the QR code on your screen with your mobile device and download the Watch Fox News app to never miss a local first update. Sponsored by the Stanley Law Group, your injury law professionals. Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust and meteorologist Clara Fay. Local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News.
Welcome back inside Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering hanging out with you. 3:55 left in the first half. Speaking of halftime, though, stay tuned for the home for scooters and golf carts. Of course, I want a golf cart so bad, man. I got to put that into my wish list. I might need a Father's Day thing or something. I don't know. I need that.
I'm surprised you don't have one already.
Well, I am too. I got a hint a little bit more around the house, I think, for that. 38-10 is your score. Cardinal Newman looking to make a dent in this Heathwood Hall dominance. And that young lady with the ball can help them. Zaria Thompson, strong baseline move. North Point hitting it out, points in the paint for Zaria Thompson.
She has played well. I know she had to go out early with that hit to the face, but she's come back in and played well for Cardinal Newman. And obviously she's going to have to play well for them to make a dent into this lead.
That's going to be a launch through that time. And I tell you, she's very active. Camelia Gore, points in the paint. North Point hitting it there. She's active. She gets one to go close.
And like you said, she's got a quick trigger. She don't mind shooting it.
And that's one place you need it quick. That put back in the paint. That's a North Point hitting it there, points in the paint. Think North Point on this end. The ladies in black with red trim need a hoop right now. Need some help for Zaria Thompson. That's a nice job right there. Good shot. Up and in for Layla Balkman. Layla Balkman related to, yes, right. You were here last year we did the game. Yes, that Balkman.
Really?
Yes, he was here. He was here for the game last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ronaldo Balkman.
Ronaldo Balkman, yes. So Balkman.
Maybe one of the ugliest shots I've ever seen, but he could rebound.
Oh, yes, he could. Yes, he could. Yes, he was here. He was here in town that night last year. His son had a senior night over at Westwood, and then the same night he was over here.
I was there that night.
Came over here to see the end of this game. So that's an errant shot that time for Rooms. Rooms, number 3 in white. She, along with Jacobs, were out with the flu the last game. So 2 other players were out with that bug that was going around, and now they're going to bring starters back in now. Up 40-14, Chris.
Yeah, 2:24 and a half.
Yeah. They'll finish it strong. And I wonder how much we'll see them in the second half. Jacobs has a presentation coming up for 2,000 points. We'll show you that later in the broadcast. Lauren Jacobs. Jacobs just poked that ball away, and Monsanto is going to look for it right here. Oh, she went the other way. Got the hoop. No, got the foul. It didn't go. That was over to Shamari Hayes, the senior. Nice pass by Monsanto. She can get off the backboard in the loose ball or whatever and take it the length and make a play, Chris. Love to see that.
That's what makes her so dangerous, because people focus on Lauren Jacobs, but Monsanto can do a lot of different things that hurt you both on both sides of the floor.
Stewart Law Officers free throw line attempt right there. Get the first one up and in. We got one more coming. Got them both. So Shamari Hayes, who averages right at 10 points a ball game, has about 3 buckets in this first half, so she's approaching her average. Lauren Jacobs looking to get out and run. It's an open shot right there if they want it. There it is. Didn't get it to go, and Jacobs to Hayes, and she's going to give it to Monsanto. That's a beautifully done fast break, finished with the proper hand. That's textbook 3-on-1 fast break right there. North Point getting it there, points to the paint.
I don't think you can draw it up any better, Stacey. You can put that on video, and that's how you're supposed to run a fast break.
Absolutely. That's how they do it in drill. Some teams warm up like that with 3-on-2. She drew the defender, diagonal pass, layup with the proper hand. Here we go again. Monsanto with the left hand again. She is uber quick, uber athletic, and uber talented. North Point hitting in there, points in the paint for Monsanto.
Yeah, the starters have come back.
7 quick points.
Yeah, 7 quick points, and I think that's what Coach Zimmerman wanted when she put them back in here.
And there you go. So now the lead is back up to 33. Need a bucket if you're Cardinal Newman. A trip to the free throw line. Tried to draw the foul, did not work. Smart play, though, trying to create contact. That was Garcia. And they didn't get the call, and they're going to come back in with some players off the bench or bring some starters back in for Cardinal Newman, Chris. Inbounded and attacking the paint. That was a good idea. Stolen back. Cardinal Newman. Zaria Thompson going face up. No good. And here comes Lauren Jacobs in the open court. Using dexterity. Nice. Had Shamari Hayes. Could not put a handle on it. And it'll be Cardinal Newman with a chance to get a bucket here with 34 seconds left. Need to cut into this lead.
The locker room, you know, they got a lot to talk about at the break, and they just got to, again, try to play their best they can in the second half and keep it respectable as much as possible.
There's a shot that would help. No good, and a rebound. Could be a hell ball, looks like. Oh, they're going to get a travel. Who they call a travel on? Two people had the ball. So
I thought they had 2 people had the ball as well.
It worked out for Cardinal Newman because if it wasn't been a hell ball, it would have been Heathwood Hall's basketball. So with 12 seconds, got to get it in. And Monsanto just bullied that away. She's laughing.
They're both laughing.
They both players are laughing. They're going to get Jacobs. She missed time to steal, and it's going to be a foul on Lauren Jacobs. And I don't think it's not in the double bonus, so it would be ball out of bounds.
So not a bad foul if you're not shooting free throws.
Absolutely. 2 seconds. She's gonna launch that. Touches wood.
That's never good.
Got all wood, and that's gonna be halftime. Heathwood Hall, the Highlanders in control. 46. Check that. 46-14 here. Stay with us for halftime coming up at Heathwood Hall.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, let's start our day. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations, we're still local and we prioritize your home comfort.
Local when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your wayside. Call North Point today.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
You're watching the Hog Power Sport. Hog Power Sports, your Columbia dealer for scooters and golf carts.
Welcome back into halftime here at Heathwood Hall. They're taking on the Cardinals of Cardinal Newman. And now time for our Atkins Law Firm Scholar Athlete of the Week. For Cardinal Newman, it is Katie Wilkinson. Katie is a 2022 basketball state champion and two-time all-region soccer player for the Cardinals. At school, she has a 5.13 GPA and is the treasurer for National Honor Society, and AP Capstone Scholar and Student Body Vice President. In the community, she has earned the Gold Presidential Service Award for her dedication to service. Next year, she plans to attend Clemson University, and we wish her the very best of luck. Congratulations, Katie Wilkinson. You're our scholar athlete from the Atkins Law Firm here. Congratulations and good luck in all your future endeavors. Stay with us, folks. More halftime coming up. The Game of the Week brought to you by Stewart Law Offices.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. Here, we are committed to our clients. It's not just a case, it's personal. South Carolina is our home, and we're honored for the opportunity to represent injury victims and their families across our great state. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
The Hog Power Sports Halftime Report. Hog Power Sports, your Columbia dealer for scooters and golf carts.
Welcome back into halftime here at Heathwood Hall, where they're playing the Cardinal Newman. And I tell you what, this is a great environment here. I'm Stacey Huff, joined with the soccer coach, men's soccer coach and athletic director Will Udy.
Yes, sir.
Of Cardinal Newman. And Coach Udy, talk a little bit about some of the exciting things going on around Cardinal Newman.
Yeah, appreciate it. We just finished Catholic Schools Week, so a big deal at Cardinal Newman. Had a big, massive student versus teacher basketball game today, so that was really good. Teachers even the series at 1-1, so that's pretty cool. At the end of February, we're going to have our big Kairos retreat, which is a big treat, or our junior retreats go on. It's God's time. It's a real big thing at our school. It's one of the best things we do at our school for formation, so we're really looking forward to that. And we've got some other great things happening. Spring sports about to start up.
I was going to ask you about that. You're a soccer coach. Talk to me about soccer right quick.
We're looking forward to getting back at it. A little bit of a break. Guys been playing some club ball, so we're looking forward to that. And then baseball teams getting after it. Softball. We got a lot of kids doing track now, so really looking forward to seeing the spring and the kids getting out there.
But, Coach, I want to thank you for taking some time with us out here. Coach Will Udy, the athletic director, also at Cardinal Newman, and the men's soccer coach. Good luck to you in your season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for sharing some time with us at halftime.
Thank you for
having officers. High School Hoops Game of the Week.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. Carolina, beautiful.
Watch Fox News digs deep into the facts and gives you an inside look at stories impacting you.
The whole house could almost implode. I don't have a house right now. I'm in a rental house. Thank goodness it's in the same neighborhood.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
Spoke to the CEO last week, who had the nerve to tell me that these primates have a good life. They have a good life until they're killed by a barbaric and horrific disease.
Making your concerns our priority is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
You're watching the Hog Power Sports Halftime Report. Hog Power Sports, your Columbia dealer for scooters and golf carts.
Welcome in. We're at halftime of the high school hoops game of the week brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Cardinal Newman visiting their neighbors, their friendly rivals, the Heathwood Hall Highlanders. Have been all Highlanders thus far. Score a little one-sided in favor of Heathwood Hall. And Stacey Huff joined here by our broadcast partner, Chris Deering. And how did we get to the score, 46-14? Well, we have a moving picture show. Check it out.
Jenkins getting underneath, and Monsanto, Lauren Jacobs, they've done a little bit of everything. Lauren Jacobs, 21 points in that first half, 8 for 10 from the field. There she is again, going in for a layup on the fast break. So it's been a lot of Heathwood Hall out in transition, and there's Monsanto that we've talked about. She did it on the offensive end, defensive end, scoring, rebounding, and assists.
We talked about Monsanto, East Tennessee State commit, Lauren Jacobs, the Ole Miss commit. So they've looked very bit of the D1 players that they are. And now we have some statistics we'll share with you at time. You look at that shooting percent, that free throw percentage, and the rebounds. How about the assists? 7-1. That says a lot right there, Chris.
7-1 on assists. Almost doubled them up on rebounds. 6 steals for Heathwood Hall. 13 turnovers for Cardinal Newman. That's usually a result in lopsided scoring. That's what we have here at the half.
Right, there's some missed points for Cardinal Newman at the free throw line as well. They need to shoot the high percent. They're going to try to keep this game. Action coming at you with the Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Game of the Week from Heathwood Hall. Stay with us.
When you're competing for every point, you need teammates you can trust. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete in all of us. Backed by the #1 rated hospital in the Midlands. Keep playing.
In a land where the fiery breath of inflation plagues the innocent, only one checking account has the power to make inflation crash and burn.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. That is hot. Hi, I'm Mark. Safe Federal Credit Union is offering its new Power Up checking account with 3.25% annual percentage yield on qualified balances. For more info, visit us at safefed.org. Insured by NCUA.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Welcome back into the broadcast. Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Game of the Week. Cardinal Newman Cardinals visiting the Highlanders, and the Highlanders having their way here on a special night in a lot of ways for Heathwood Hall. Had a special presentation. Lauren Jacobs, 2,000 points. Chris, talk about that.
Look at that bedazzled basketball she got.
I love it. I love it.
That's good time stuff. Big time. That probably puts her, I'm guessing, third in Heathwood Hall history in points scored, over 2,000 points. Behind her coach,
yes,
Brianna Zimmerman and
Asia Wilson. A little player named Asia Wilson, who's kind of good at basketball. Yeah. Congratulations to Lauren Jacobs on that accomplishment. And again, headed to Ole Miss to play for Coach Yo, who they said was on campus last week, by the way.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this program, Heathwood Hall, has quite. Take a look at that. That's impressive stuff right there. A lot of people would assume Asia Wilson's the all-time leading scorer, but it is Brianna Dickinson who's in the building tonight with a very, very busy and active outfit on tonight. She looks great.
Busy,
looks great.
yes.
But I told her I was gonna call out the outfit. And here we go. Starting Monsanto with a scoop, no good. And we're back right at it. The third quarter. Heathwood Hall in white with the green and black trim. Cardinal Newman in black and red trim, and Cardinal Newman needs a burst of something to get them energized here. And that won't help right there. Wide open, Monsanto. She just short-armed it, and a putback is good. Lauren Jacobs, those two are playing with each other, having fun.
They really are. And the second chance points are big, Stacy. The rebounding advantage, obviously, in Heathwood Hall's favor. It's just been a Heathwood Hall show.
North Point heating in there, points in the paint on that end, and back the other way comes Cardinal Newman. Ayana Regis. Her brother, A.J. Regis, was outstanding running back for the football program. That was another basket Lauren Jacobs again. Lauren Jacobs had 20-plus points in the first half, and already she's headed to a 30-some point night, folks. We keep you posted. Zaria Thompson, who's looked good at times here for the Cardinals. And here comes Monsanto looking to create. Nobody stopped ball. And she felt she got hit on the side of the face, she felt. That's a putback up and in for Camelia Gore.
And again, second chance points. It sounds like a broken record right now, but when you're dominating the boards the way Heathwood Hall is, that's what's happening right now.
North Point heating and air points in the paint. Think North Point for all your heating and cooling needs. Back comes Cardinal Newman. Ball poked away, and Shamari Hayes has it up and in. North Point heating and air points in the paint once again for Heathwood Hall, and it's getting out of hand even more so.
They've looked good in all three phases of the game right there.
Cardinal Newman looking for an answer, looking for something. Slow the roll of the Highlanders have been coming downhill at them since the jump ball. Thompson, no good. Lauren Jacobs, nice bounce pass, a little bit behind Monsanto, and Gore. Lauren Jacobs got fouled on the putback. So they're not letting her play with the bedazzled ball. She kept that with the parents. They
I think the parents were sitting behind us. I think they have it.
They won't let her bring it out. Bring it out here. Jacobs, she's at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line with 2 coming up. 6 minutes even left on the third quarter clock. Got that one to go. We'll keep a track on it. I think she's approaching the 30-point mark right about now-ish.
She's about to hit her season average if she hadn't already surpassed it of 27.2 points a game.
Yeah. Making it look.
And she can't get to .2 this game.
No, you can't get to .2. I have not seen that. That's probably that might be my high school average .2, but you can't get to .2 in one game. Yeah. No, I'm joking. I was like 8. Give me 8 on that. That was a nice trip to the line, and the lead is 40. And that was about the deficit of the first matchup between the two teams.
That is correct. Yes.
Oh, and blocked that time by Monsanto. Just high energy. She only has the 1 gear, so regardless of the score, Monsanto's gonna give you fifth gear every time. Nice diagonal pass, but good defense that time from Cardinal Newman. Irene Bocanegra Garcia with the great hands right there. Garcia pitched ahead. She has it now. Kristen Moy. Out the way. Lauren Jacobs. What will she do here? Reverse. That's just skill. That's talent. Lauren Jacobs showing you the good, showing you why she's so highly touted. And we'll be seeing her at SEC, folks. She'll be coming back to the CLA with Ole Miss uniform on next season.
A little bit of razzle-dazzle.
A little razzle-dazzle.
To match that ball.
To match the ball. A bedazzled play, if you would. North Point heating and air points in the paint once again. That ball might have went off the young lady.
I think we got a timeout for Cardinal Newman here, Stacey.
Yeah, Cardinal Newman's going to stop Coach Kessler. That's Coach Dickerson right there. Dickerson Zimmerman with a dad in the white hat right there behind her. That's the father-daughter. Oh, that's father-daughter goals right there. Coach Jerome Dickerson has a outstanding, like I say, AAU program, the 76ers. Daughter came through there. Age, a lot of great players from the area came out of that program.
You know, one thing we didn't notice about the outfit, or I didn't notice about the outfit earlier, the skirt stood out, but we need to see the earrings again.
Oh, I didn't see. Oh, the earrings.
The earrings sort of stand out as well.
When you're the 2-time defending basketball coach and the athletic director, this is how you must dress. That's in the handbook. That's in the handbook. Yeah, but I enjoyed talking to both coaches. Coach Kessler, enjoyed my conversation with him yesterday, and Coach Dickerson yesterday as well. You know, we have a lot of great coaches in our area, and the thing about all of them is they do it. They love the kids, man. You can tell how they care about the kid off the court as well.
Yeah.
So great conversations there with both of them. And, you know, we talked about keys to the game earlier, and Coach Zimmerman said they want to use their speed to get up and down, and they've done that. They've done it with
steals. And one thing I've noticed about their team, every player looks at the court. They look up at the court. They're not looking down at the floor. They're not looking away. They have really good court vision, and that's something you can teach, but that's also something that sort of you have it or you don't have it.
Yeah, well said, well said. We saw a little youngster in the stands just then over there having a good time. It's a good night. No school tomorrow, so all the youngsters are having a good time. They have to go to school tomorrow, even if it's preschool. A little zone by Cardinal Newman. Reserves are in the game now for Heathwood Hall. The only starter in the game is Jenkins, the 8th grader. Nice drive, couldn't get it to go that time, and that's Jenkins up one time, up twice, no good. Up the third time, and we have an injured player That basket was by Sanaya Weeks, but we have an injured player for Cardinal Newman grabbing that left ankle. So get her some medical attention.
Yeah, she went down and held that ankle right away. That did not look good. So hopefully everything's going to be good for Taylor Lowbacker.
And they sent both teams to the respective benches. Right now we're staying right here. And Coach Zimmerman is out there looking after and Coach Kessler. Sportsmanship is a real thing, and I love to see it when it's on display. Good example for the youngsters.
Yes, always.
And Coach Zimmerman holding her hand. Yeah. Was on a pace to shatter all scoring records in the state from everybody. She had 3,300 points going into her senior year. Didn't play a game her senior year. USC honored her scholarship, and she went on to play for Coach Susan Walvis. Got hurt in college.
Yeah, I was going to say got hurt in college. Like I said, I was covering the USC women's team during that time.
Blew the other knee out in college.
Yeah.
So she's gone down and cost her career injured. So she understands what it's like to be injured like that. But yeah, I did an article on her going into her senior. We was set for her to get over 4,000 points, and she just didn't get a game. Regis, she can make that. Now that was Aaron, but Regis can make that shot. Oh, up and in, good rebound and put back for Cardinal Newman. That is Katie Wilkinson. I'll Cardinal Newman. Thought they might get a three right there. Cross-court pass. Jenkins trying to put a handle on that ball. Garcia, well defended by Heathwood Hall, backed it out, and this might be a shot right here. There it is, good fake. Garcia, Montenegro Garcia plays very hard. A lot of youth on the court for both teams right now.
A lot of youth, and Cardinal Newman competes for this lineup a little bit better.
Dakota Jenkins, the 8th grader, the left-handed block. And we're going to step away from the action, folks. Heathwood Hall in full control. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering, and you on a Friday night. Come on back with more high school hoops brought to you by Stewart Law Office. Stay with us. All right, I got you. All right.
Drove a 26-foot box truck. Somebody was in the wrong lane coming straight at me, and he couldn't correct, and the whole truck laid over and landed on my shoulder. It impacted me because you worked in constant pain. When the company acted like they didn't care, I knew it was time to get some help. When you hire Stewart Law, they made you feel, like you're just a regular person and not a client. I would just recommend anybody having troubles to call Stewart Law.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has shown me it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place you got.
And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Light it.
It all. That is the culture.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome back. Time to look at a Smile Cam brought to you by Lexington Medical Center. Rangers has a three-pointer that goes begging, but let's look at some of the youngsters in the stands right there. Smells like team spirit. Got a good crowd shot there, folks. The Heathwood Hall cheerleaders right there, and the first possession by Cardinal Newman. Nothing happened that time, and they're going to bring it back. With 2:45 to play in the Third quarter, Heathwood Hall in control. Lexington Medical Center brings you that smile cameras, the only local independent hospital in the Midlands. We're here to care for you whenever you need us. Be well. That's from Lexington Medical Center.
Got a good crowd following in here, Stacey.
Yeah, they coming in, man. They
should be pretty full for the boys game.
Yeah, should be. It's the third game that happened here. They had 2 JV games before this girls' varsity game. That's what I was about to say. If they get a call, Jenkins came down with that hand again. She said, my fault. She's such a coachable 8th grader, 6'1.5", 6'2". And she said, my fault. She knew what she did wrong. She had great footwork that time. Brought that hand down. And Zaria Thompson will benefit from that. Thompson is aggressive. She gets 2 free throws at our Stewart Law Office's free throw line. Stewart Law Office has 25 years of protecting the... Thompson has played hard. Nice form. Good-looking free throw there.
So, Stacey, is Thompson a senior or a sophomore?
I'm confused a little bit myself. I see sophomore on the roster there. I think,
if that's the case, she's got some time to really grow into a dominant post player.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's going to be a foul on Rooms. She didn't give her enough room.
Not enough room.
No, not enough rooms. I tried. But yeah, Zaria Thompson, we got to look. Yeah, she's a sophomore, so future's bright. Good size, good hand, great hands in there.
Yes.
Speaking of youth, Dakota Jenkins, I told you, she will shoot the 3. That one didn't go, but she's very comfortable. Coach Zimmer says she's comfortable she's fearless. She'll try anything, and she can play all over the floor. So she just does what they need her to do in the paint right now, but she may eventually be a player that can step out there and play more. So, ball over came to Chris Deering. Chris Deering almost got a little. Yeah, looks like we may have the game may be a little short in the game. The clock may be running here in this second half. Jenkins with a strong move. Might have got fouled. Yeah, they called that a little later. So, yeah, the clock's going to continue to run here in the dead ball situation because of the score. High school league rules, teams agree on it. And that's what they did the first time, these 2 teams. It's going to be a little bit of a running clock scenario.
I don't think they can run it out on the free throw.
Right.
So.
Stewart Law Office is our free throw line sponsor, by the way, once again. Shout out to them and all of our sponsors making it happen here. Bringing high school hoops live to you here in the Midlands. We're glad to be a part of it. Glad to have you with us, supporting our young scholar athletes. My man Chris Deering has been uplifting these youngsters for a long time. I try to do it myself. Glad to have you out here tuning in, joining us, watching these youngsters. And that's going to be a rebound, and they're going to let the clock dwindle down. That's 3 quarters in the books. From Heathwood Hall campus, the Heathwood Hall gym, this is the Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week. 4th quarter action coming up.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, let's start our day. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations, we're still local and we prioritize your home comfort. Local ownership means we are here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your system maintenance fall by the wayside. Call North Point today.
Watch Fox News digs deep into the facts and gives you an inside look at stories impacting you.
The whole house could almost implode. I don't have a house right now. I'm in a rental house. Thank goodness it's in the same neighborhood.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
Spoke to the CEO last week, who had the nerve to tell me that these primates have a good life. They have a good life until they're killed by a barbaric and horrific disease.
Making your concerns our priority is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Welcome back inside the Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week. 61-20, your score. Highlanders in full control here at home. Stacy Huff and Chris Deering bringing you the action, and it's been a lot of Heathwood Hall, Cardinal Newman fighting bravely, Chris, but it's an uphill battle.
Uphill battle, and but they have not given up. They've been playing hard the whole game, and want to play hard this final 8 minutes and see what they can do this final quarter.
Yeah, and the quarter may be a little shorter because the clock is going to run. They're going to do a running clock here in the fourth quarter, but Zaria Thompson showing off her handles and a little drop step, trying to do a little extra drop step. Took one extra shuffle of the feet. Look, wow, man, our officials rolling that thing up. Armis Hillary.
I've never seen an official do that.
That's a former Coastal Carolina quarterback right there. Armis Hillary, one of our officials. Yeah, he rolled that thing up, man. He extends that travel call. I find it entertaining.
I'd like to see him get a block call.
Oh, yeah, that'd be so. Oh, nice pass. Lauren Jacobs. Was that Monsanto with the goggles? That was a beautifully done. North Point heating in air and points in the paint. That was a dime right there. There's Monsanto again. Bring you to action, Chris Deering. Coming to us over here.
I was getting ready to shoot it myself.
It's coming out,
a little out of my range.
Trying to get us involved in action right here. Big time score for Monsanto on your screen right there. She just goes 100. East Tennessee State has themselves a player. She'll probably play 2 in the next level. Probably play the 2 guard, I was told by Coach Zimmerman. Monsanto probably, can play the 1 or the 2 at 5'9". Nice shot that time, up and in for Cardinal Newman. Katie Wilkinson.
Again, Katie Wilkinson's had a really good game for Cardinal Newman.
Monsanto's going to try the 3. That's the one thing she hadn't really done a lot of, and she hadn't made the 3s. Shot a few of them. Jacobs lost it, and Gore goes up. Gore trying to get it back out to Jacobs. A good steal that time by Garcia. Cardinal Newman looking for a hoop, trying to get this thing under 40. Regis plays hard for Cardinal Newman. She's been on this varsity for about 3 years. Oh, off window, off the glass. I couldn't even see who made it. That was 10. That was Kristen Moy with a Will Luger opportunity to score 3-pointer.
Stacey, it's almost impossible to bank in a shot from where she just made that.
You always need a slide rule, right? You gotta have a slide rule, get that one. Camelia Gore working hard in the paint. North Point hitting it down. Number 4.
Coach Zimmerman, the first one out there to check on her.
Every time. She wants that dress on camera. That skirt.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. She's smiling. They all smile a little bit out there now. Yeah, the Layla bumping. She has a little smile on her face. Coach Zimmerman came in there. I got to talk to her about it. She wants that outfit on camera. They talked to Tamir. We both got to talk to her husband, who's a head football coach here at Heathwood Hall, Tamir Zimmerman, before the game. Tamir's an outstanding dude, 2-sport all-state guy in high school at Marlboro County, and broke all the records at Newberry College as a wide receiver. Now the head coach here at Heathwood. That's an athletic family.
That's a very athletic family. And I know their children are very athletic.
Oh man, they are. I'm on social media. They post videos. Both their kids are going to be spectacular outfits as you would expect. 2 D1 parents. Regis with a nice bounce pass. The opportunity was there for a 3, and there's Monsanto. Guess who? Monsanto, just a grown woman out there. Steal and finish again with the left hand. Got the foul, smiling all the while. Just smiling, just having a good time out there. You love to see it. Went over 1,000 points early in the game, and North Point heating in the air. Points in the paint. Chris, talk about it.
Yeah, big time steal from her. She had trouble getting under control, but she is laughing all the way down the court.
She was. She's having a ball. She's having a good. She's laughing at the free throw line, having a ball. Love to see the youngsters. That's at 6.9 points per game. I think that may be low. I don't know. I think she may have missed a game or so too, but she's scoring at will tonight. Anything she wants, she's pretty much getting it. And a lot of it started with defense, Chris. She steals the ball and still a low officer's free throw. She complete the N1, did not go. And here she is again, just taking the ball away. Nice pass by Monsanto. She's just doing what she wants to. She's going to come back and try to take it away again. She has to have about 5 steals in this game, Chris.
At least. And she got upset that she get a chance to get another
still
one
smiling.
right there.
Still smiling.
She knew she was getting ready to come out of the next dead ball.
Yes.
She was trying to make the most of the last couple of seconds in the game.
It might not be anything. This might be it for the game right here. They got all the backups in now. So the only starter in, only 9 players, so one starter has to stay in, and that's the 8th grader, Dakota Jenkins. We'll talk to the victorious coach after the game, and it'll be a young lady I've known since she was a high school player, Brianna Dickerson Zimmerman. She'll come over and chat with us. And we have some hardware to give out. We have a player of the game we'll talk about, and we have a trophy to give out. Rageous. I want her to make one of those. She has a couple of good looks, and she can make that shot.
She's out there smiling a lot.
Yeah, she's had a good time. Yeah, a lot of these kids know each other from AAU, just going up around each other. That's a three, right? That's a shot right there. I knew that was going up. It was open. Loose ball. Rageous again, who plays with a high motor herself. Up and in. There it is. Rageous. Number 22, Ayana Rageous, a senior veteran on this varsity over here at Cardinal Newman. Played with Ashton Watkins.
There you go. So it's probably played with Lauren Jacob.
Yeah, for a second. Oh, nice lefty finish. Bonnie Pope, the sophomore, with a nice left-handed finish. Well coached on the left side of the basket.
I thought the big key there was she did go up with her left hand and used her body to protect it and finished. That was a good play.
Good with that, and I noticed Jacobs and Monsanto and now Pope all using that proper hand on the left side. She's a right-hander. At the Stuart Lawson's free throw line, trying to get the N1, but that's okay. She got on the board with a nice play. That was a North Point heating and air points in the paint from Pope. Oh, little push off and a nice shot that time. Moy has played well. Kristen Moy, a junior, so she'll be back. They got some building blocks with Cardinal Newman. Thompson, Moy. They have some players that can really help them in the future. Absolutely. Absolutely. Katie Wilkinson is a junior, also who's be back next year.
The first time they played Stacey, they had a running clock in that game. Doing it again here tonight in the fourth quarter. Under a minute and a half to play.
Three-pointer. Bogman tried to knock it in. Going to be out of bounds to Heathwood Hall. I want to see one more travel call from a man so he can roll that thing up. We got to get an official way.
He heard you. He heard you. Yes, sir.
He saw me. He laughed. He knows that was. I want to give. He call one now just for GP. He's in a roll for John Travolta roll up. Just go down.
Might do the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, all that.
Moonwalk. He might do it all.
Do it all. See the whole. Oh, there it is. Reverse. Up and in. The bench goes crazy. The whole bench jumps up. Everett Pope, the other Pope. That was young too. That was only a freshman.
That's big time. That was a big time play.
It was.
And the bench went crazy, like you said.
The whole squad jumped up over there. Coach Zimmerman smiling the whole while. Dakota Jenkins, the 8th grader, she's smiling herself because she just got caught. A little push off right there. I want to see one more. I don't think we'll get the clocks around and we won't get to see another. Unless they got the boys game too. We'll get to see it in the boys game.
Yeah, we should be here for the boys.
Absolutely. Same thing. That's a three if you want it. I'm rooting for these bench players to get a three up. That's going to end it right there, folks. That's going to be your final score. Dakota Jenkins gives it out, 71-29. Heathwood Hall, congratulations to Heathwood Hall. Winning at home, setting them up for a big matchup Monday night with Northside Christian. We'll be back, folks. We got some hardware to give out. We got a trophy to give out and a player of the game. Stay with us. Heathwood Hall High School, the place to be for the High School Hoops Game of the Week.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
Watch Fox 57 is excited to partner with Stewart Law Offices as the sponsor for high school hoops because of their commitment to supporting our local high school sports and communities. Here's Stephen Vicari with Stewart Law Offices to speak more about the importance of this partnership.
We believe it's important to invest and support the communities that we live in and work in and where our kids grow up. And it's really as simple as that. High school hoops is one way that we can invest in that, and without sounding cliche, give back. And high school sports is one thing that people come together around, and I think it brings out the best in all of us.
Thanks again, Stewart Law Offices, for your sponsorship of high school hoops. And stick around, we've got more basketball on the way.
In a world where inflation is hacking your finances to pieces, only one checking account has the power to kick inflation's
But that would be over the top. Hi, I'm Mark. Safe Federal Credit Union is offering its new Power Up checking account with 3.25% annual percentage yield on qualified balances. For more info, visit us at safefed.org. Insured by NCUA.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
Welcome back into the Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Game of the Week, where we just saw the Highlanders of Heathwood Hall in dominant fashion defeat Cardinal Newman. I'm Stacey Huff here with victorious coach Brianna Dickerson-Zimmerman. And coach, you had two seniors that really played well. Monsanto went over 1,000 points tonight, and Lauren Jacobs, our player of the game, 31 points, 8 rebounds. Talk about their performances.
I think they play remarkable to understand how to not only be the strength of the team, but also uplift their teammates. And so they encourage their teammates, they lead them, they challenge them. And so they played really well together, but also individually. And that's something that any coach would ask for.
Talk about what this means. They have a big matchup Monday, but you're on a pace to go for a three-peat this year. Talk about what you feel about your team, where they are right now.
I think we have a good chance to do it. I think that it's going to come down to discipline defense. That's going to have to be our story. I think that Northside is a very talented team, and we play them twice next week. They're undefeated. We're in a battle for the region with them, so we're hoping that things work out our way, but it's going to take everybody giving everything they have.
Congratulations on the big win tonight, Coach. You guys are our champions tonight. High School Hoops Game of the Week. They're going to take my arm off. Stay tuned. Boys game coming up next. Congratulations to Heathwood Hall girls team on a big win tonight. And Coach Dickerson-Zimmerman. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you on the next outlet. Stay tuned. Boys game coming up.
Glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence how really build up since I've been here.
This place has shown me like it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams.
Let me give some love to my girl Tessa Johnson, shooting those threes like they were water.
to moments of sorrow.
Everything that I own, only thing I got left was the shoes and the jacket that I had on.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously. We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News.
First Update, sponsored by The Stamp.
Welcome back. We're in the aftermath of the Highlanders' resounding victory over Cardinal Newman in the girls' game of our first game of our doubleheader. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here, and what a performance by the two seniors, Monsanto and Lauren Jacobs.
Yeah, they showed why they're Division I signees. Jacobs going to Ole Miss, Monsanto going to East Tennessee State. They're really good, and they showed it tonight.
Lauren Jacobs, 31 points, 8 rebounds, our player of the game. And take a look right here at some of the work she did, the Ole Miss commit you just talked about. There she is, number 2.
Yeah, long-range shot. She had back-to-back. There's the back-to-back threes right there from Jacobs. She's really good. Stacey, I'm looking forward to seeing her play on college level.
Yeah.
There she's getting offensive rebound and putting it back in. Very good court vision by her.
Referred to as a coach's dream by Coach Zimmerman, a coach's dream. She showed it all tonight.
And there she is again, going down on the fast break. That's the reverse layup that she had. Just an all-around solid game for her, and she showed why she's a talent in this state.
Also 4 steals for Jacobs. Let's step away. Congratulations once again to the Heathwood Hall girls team. We'll step away. Boys action coming up next. The varsity boys, Cardinal Newman, visiting Heathwood Hall right after this on the High School Hoops Game of the Week, brought to you by Stewart Law Office.
Life, like water, is something you move through. You need a team helping propel you forward. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete and all of us. Backed by the #1 rated hospital in the Midlands. Life's a sport. Keep playing.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack. Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Watch Fox News digs deep into the facts and gives you an inside look at stories impacting you.
The whole house could almost implode. I don't have a house right now. I'm in a rental house. Thank goodness it's in the same neighborhood.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
Spoke to the CEO last week, who had the nerve to tell me that these primates have a good life. They have a good life until they're killed by a barbaric and horrific disease.
Making your concerns our priority is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Welcome into the campus of Heathwood Hall Episcopal School, your site for the Stewart Law Office's High School Hoops Game of the Week. Heathwood Hall hosting in our boys matchup of our doubleheader. Stacey Huff alongside my broadcast partner Chris Deering, and we in the dark. Can you see us a little bit here? Chris, talk a little bit about this matchup.
You know, these two teams know each other well. On paper, this looked like a good matchup in the preseason. There's been roster turnover for Cardinal Newman. Heathwood Hall's been playing really good. I expect a good game tonight.
With that being said, we're not afraid of the dark. We ain't afraid of no ghosts.
No,
let's talk about our key players of the matchup. We get with Cardinal Newman. Who is their key player?
Luis Echevarria. He's the 14.2 points a game, 7.4 rebounds, and 3 assists a game. he does a little bit of everything on both ends of the floor for Cardinal Newman.
And for Heathwood Hall, the homesteading Heathwood Hall Highlanders.
Christian McClary, he's going to be, they're very balanced, but he's 11.8 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, and 1.6 assists.
Yeah, he does it all. Transfer from Ridgeview High School here, plays well for them. How about the keys to the ball game? Both teams come in with a plan, and we'll check on them as the game goes along. What are the keys to the ball game?
For Cardinal Newman, they have to protect the ball and defend the paint. And Heathwood Hall wants to play up-tempo and communicate well on offense and defense.
Well, there it is, folks. It's all laid out. Everything but the tip-off, which is coming up next. Stacy Huff, Chris Deering, and you in the dark of Heathwood Hall Episcopal School. It's the High School Hoops Game of the Week brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Stay with us.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, let's start our day. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations, we're still local and we prioritize your home comfort.
Local ownership means we are here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your system maintenance fall by the wayside. Call North Point today.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity.
Light it.
But to win it all, that is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
Welcome back inside the Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Game of the Week. Stacy Huff and Chris Deering with you, and Heathwood Episcopal School home court, Heathwood Gymnasium, your site. Heathwood Hall in their whites, home whites with the blue numerals. The visiting Cardinals of Cardinal Newman in their black, red and white trim. We're about set to get started here. Glad to have you with us here. The girls' game was won by Coach Brianna Dickerson and Zimmerman, her team. That's the starting lineups. Kamari Hunter, Jonah Gardner, Tristan McClary, Edgar Jackson III, and Henry Morris. Cardinal Newman starting lineup. Cardinal Newman's head coach, Philip Dieter. We'll talk about him in a moment. Coach Brian Benator, the head coach of Heathwood Hall. We'll talk about his starters in another moment, but they're also doing the coaches, the sneaker deal when he coaches for cancer. They're wearing sneakers. All the coaches are wearing sneakers tonight. Southern Coach Benator has done all his career, he says, and the open tip goes to Heathwood. We'll talk about this Heathwood Hall team. They want to play fast. Baseline pass knocked away. Cardinal Newman, we'll point out early in the ball game, Cardinal Newman has a lot of, there's Coach Dieter right there, head coach of this ninth season, two-time state champion at Cardinal Newman, a USC alum. 148-86 record over there. Coach Philip Dieter, also Associate Athletic Director. Heathwood Hall with a three-pointer. No good. Might be a little nerve. They know Chris Deering is in the building.
They got that Wood again.
Yeah, touch number Wood. There's Coach Brian Benator, second season at Heathwood Hall. Coach Benator, gentleman who spent a lot of time in the college ranks. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that as the game goes on, but he spent most of his career in college down in West Florida. He's a Georgia dog. He's a University of Georgia alum in Athens. He's in enemy territory up here.
I did not know that.
Yes, I did not know until we talked yesterday. I didn't realize that. So back comes Cardinal Newman after the first possession. Came up empty for Heathwood Hall. We'll talk about these rosters here in a minute. Cardinal Newman had some adversity to go through earlier this season. We'll talk about their roster how it ended this way. That's a good steal that time. Brady Cottingham with the steal. Chavari, the player we talked about, he's a leader. He's been on his varsity a long time. He can score at 3 levels.
He can.
He can dunk on you, shoot the 3, and get in the paint, which he's trying to do now. They're not letting him have his way there. Around him are some inexperienced players, and we'll talk about how we got here in just a moment.
Exactly. Good man-to-man defense by Heathwood Hall to start out.
Absolutely, Chris. We're scoreless. This pace is a Cardinal Newman pace right now. Coach Dieter, one of his keys was to control the clock.
He's got to slow it down, I do believe, to keep this one close.
Yeah, and they'll be glad to milk the possessions until they get the shot they want. No shot clock in high school in South Carolina as of yet. Should be, I think.
Should be, big time.
Should be, and I think it will be, but not yet. I think Chris and I will agree on that.
I think the biggest thing is finding officials to run the clock.
There it is, and they got to pay them and all that kind of thing, other logistics. And that Chavari, no good. Rebound by, I believe that's Hunter. Kamari Hunter. Slam dunk up. Got to get up to get down. Henry Morris, the junior forward. North Point hitting that. Up points in the paint for time. Good pass led him to it. Oh, got away with the travel. I need another official to call that travel. We need my man to roll it up over here.
And I know he's going to do it.
There it is.
Here it is. He was sort of cherry picking.
Yeah, he was.
He was down the floor early, got the pass.
Yeah,
and
he was ready for that.
The strong flush.
Yeah, Morris was good right there. Yeah, it was a strong for 6'5", a junior. He looks good down there. Talented team right here. Going to be a foul on the floor.
Heathwood Hall is 13-8 overall, Stacey. They've lost their last 2 to Augusta Christian and Hammond.
Fouls on Santonia Young that time. Yes, you're right. Yeah, that's Kamari Hunter. Nice Euro step right there. And finish, Kamari Hunter. Talented young man right there, averaging about 14 a game. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and almost 2 steals a game. Hunter's strong.
This Heathwood team is really very balanced. They do a lot of things. They're very, very balanced.
Picked up the dribble in a bad spot right there, but Tristan McCleary almost had him one at a time. Echevarri's gonna try to get to the rim here. A 3-point effort up, count the basket. Up and good. That is Wade Marsh, the junior guard from deep. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School 3-pointer. Will Lou Gray, our 3-point sponsor for over 100 years, helping students build a better future, Chris.
Both teams starting off with a bang.
Yes.
The dunk on one end, the 3-pointer on the other with a chance to make it a 4-point play here.
Chance to make it 4. A grand slam. No good, and Morris with the rebound. Back comes Kamari Hunter. Oh, nice pass to McCleary. That was beautiful. Hunter with great vision. McCleary with the catch and finish. North Point getting in there points in the paint.
When you let your point guard get into the middle of the zone like that, he's going to find an open man somewhere. And Hunter just did a really good job of that on that penetration. Kamari
Hunter is dead. Kenny Hunter is an assistant over at the Ridgeview program, another championship program in the area. Kamari Hunter played some AAU for his dad back in the day. He's well coached growing up in the household. That's going to be a travel.
We really need to get a travel on this side of the floor.
That's right. We didn't want this side of the floor. I think it's coming. We got to get the official call on it when it's on the side of the floor. He's going to sell it. 4:37. We've been at it 3.5 minutes.
He knows the TV camera.
Absolutely. He knows Chris Deering is in the building. 6'3" your score. Oh, nice pass down to Morris. McCleary, the lefty. String music. Tristan McCleary, the senior guard from deep.
Look like Stacey Huff out there.
That lefty, you see
left-hander,
it? Yeah. I played so long ago there was no 3-point line, Chris. Let's not talk about it. Don't tell people. My kids laugh about that.
I remember that.
Yeah, yes. That was a Will Lou Gray Opportunity School 3-pointer. Morris got the box out, but didn't go get the ball. Good job by Cardinal Newman. Oh, McCleary. By the way, McCleary, again, the Ridgeview transfer. He can get up off the ground now. Kamari Hunter with a Euro. Kamari Hunter putting on a show. Number 3 with the deuce in the paint. North Point heating there. Kamari Hunter looking real good.
I think a lot of people know the TV camera.
Are they going to count that basket? They're going to stay on the floor. They will not count it. That was bang, bang. They're going to call that on the floor. Coming in for Heathwood Hall, Nick Nichols, young man who's a good football player there. And also 12, Deuce Claxton coming to the game. We're going to step away, folks, and come back with more boys game. Heathwood Hall, Cardinal Newman on the High School Hoops Game of the Week.
Thank you so much.
For putting your faith in us.
We are here because of you.
It really means a lot that you've trusted us over the years.
And we'll be here for you.
I've got to meet good, hardworking people that have become my clients, my friends.
Thank you to everyone that's let us help them and their families.
Thank you, Spartanburg. Thank you, Columbia.
Thank you,
Charlotte.
Thank you, Raquel.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that wants to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack. Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
Welcome back inside, folks. We're first quarter action. Heathwood Hall, on the campus of Heathwood Hall Episcopal School. They're up 11-3 on their rivals, Cardinal Newman. Of course, coming up at halftime, we'll introduce you to this week's Atkins Law Firm Scholar Athletes. At the end of the season, one of the Scholar Athletes of the Week will win a $2,500 scholarship. Looking for a workers' comp attorney? Remember who you hire. Atkins Law Firm, outstanding sponsor. We have so many great sponsors here. Appreciate them. I mentioned Nick Nichols coming in the game. He one of the kids that was dealing with the flu. He was 50-50 this week, and a couple kids on both these squads, girls and boys teams, have had. That thing was going around, Chris. You mentioned you had a little something.
Yeah, my office had a little something. A lot of people in the office.
Yep. Good to see Nick out there. He got injured late in the football season with Heathwood Hall. And
good football player. I saw him play once this year.
Yeah, really good player. That's a nice short corner jumper. Didn't get it to go. And a strong rebound. Going to get fouled there. Strong rebound by Xander Pertau. Pirtle. I'm going to go with Pirtle.
Pertau, yeah, Pirtle, yeah, okay.
Yeah, go with Pirtle. The foul will be Heathwood Hall basketball, and Pirtle's a big kid. Another 6'5" junior. Two 6'5" juniors on this roster.
They got some length inside.
Deuce Claxton, also outstanding baseball player at Heathwood Hall. He was dead. Deuce Claxton. They go Kenny Claxton, a buddy of mine. Nick.
Interesting to see the man-to-man by Heathwood.
Yeah, I was about to point that out.
The zone by Cardinal Newman.
Yeah, matchup problem they're going to have. That's Coach Philip Dieter. Right, there was a student manager for the Gamecocks back in the day at Carolina, and he's Deuce Claxton with a steal. He's going to keep it right here. Oh no, he gave it up at the last minute to Nick Nixon. Those are two guys that came off the bench. Two guys that could be starters. Deuce Claxton with the steal, assist. Nick Nichols with the finish. With the left hand, North Point heating and air points in the paint.
And a lot of smiles out here early in this game for Heathwood Hall. We saw that in the girls' game, and
yeah.
these guys are having a good time tonight, already up by 10 in this first quarter.
Claxton applying pressure. Echevarria. Interesting point about Echevarria. You know he's a nephew of Dontrell Inman. Wide receiver, receiver, baseball Leesville, played in the NFL for a while. I didn't know either until talking to Coach Bennett. I never knew. That's his uncle.
Georgia Tech too, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I believe it was Georgia Tech. Yeah. He may even be at the game, but on Dontrell Inman, hadn't heard that name in a while, but outstanding, one of the many outstanding South Carolina high school football players that went on to play in the NFL.
We got another connection later in this game we'll talk about.
For sure.
Former player.
Absolutely, for sure. There's Kamari Hunter with a nice pass. Nichols with 5 points off the bench now. We'll look for opportunity to score a three-pointer. Two-sport start here at Heathwood Hall. Nick Nichols.
I love to see the multi-sport players out here.
Me too. You and I both did that in high school, so I love the versatility. After that first three by Cardinal Newman, they've not scratched the scoreboard. This man here with the ball, Echevarria, has to be the guy that's got to lead them. And we talk a little bit about it. Adversity. Cardinal Newman had to dismiss 7 players for disciplinary actions a couple of weeks ago, and they've been called up JV players. They have a lot of guys that would have been bench warmers starting now. So they have a lot of inexperienced guys on the court. But the decision was made to discipline the players. Kamari Hunter stole it and finished it. North Point eating their points in the paint. So talking to Coach Dieter, he knows they're a little short-handed, but they're going to weather the storm and play it out.
Yeah, they can compete like always.
Good. Those 7 players, 2 of them were D1 potential players, at least 2. So that's a lot to lose.
Yeah, this would have been a really good matchup, like it was when we had the schedule come out and with the roster turnover.
Another big rebound just then by 24 Pirtle. He's calling for it. Man, Kamari Hunter getting all he wants. He finally got it to Pirtle, and he got to drew the foul. Kamari Hunter is getting anything he wants on the floor.
He's doing a little bit of what he's very quick, and they're having a tough time matching up with him right now.
He's strong with the handle, and he's controlling the game from the point guard slot. Breathing a little hard right now. I think they're about to get him out of there. He put his shirt out his pants. I think he's about to take a seat for a minute with 52.8 seconds left after this first free throw. And the Stewart Law Office's free throw line, and Hunter goes out. They're going to be replaced in the lineup by 11, Keon McKinley, which leads us to.
That is the son of former South Carolina standout Kenny McKinley, who had also, rest in peace, Kenny McKinley.
Rest in peace.
And the day would have been his birthday.
I did not realize that. That is amazing, man. That's good stuff. Good information, Chris. I did not realize Kenny had a son in the area, man. But Kenny McKinley, where's number 11 like his dad?
Number 11, good football player as well.
Oh, awesome. Good stuff. That's good to know, man. That is a good human nature story. Only a sophomore. And I also rocked that 11 back in the day. So I rocked my 11 because of Isaiah Thomas. I was
11 in baseball.
There you go.
Believe it or not.
There you go. Not because of Isaiah Thomas.
No, not because of Isaiah Thomas.
I don't unless he played baseball.
Because I was so good, I was double number 1.
Oh, you go. Look at the handle of Echevarria. Echevarria is one guy that can get where he wants to for Cardinal Newman. He needs some help. They've not scored since the original 3-pointer of the ball game that was made by Wade Marsh. Oh, nice pass. Well, he had a man under the basket. Baseline cut off. Under 10 seconds. Hunter tosses it up. Will Marsh get one up here? McKinley stole it. McKinley came from behind and stole it. And everybody in the building wants a call. Both teams thought something should have been called. Nothing was called. What we're going to call is we're going to call timeout on the floor at the end of the quarter. Stacey Huff and Chris Deard will join you back for the second quarter. How about that? On the High School Hoops Game of the Week, brought to you by Stewart Law Offices.
Checking account has the power to give inflation a wedgie.
Okay, I'm going to stop that before it goes any further. Hi, I'm Mark. Safe Federal Credit Union is offering its new Power Up checking account with 3.25% annual percentage yield on qualified balances. For more information, visit us at safefed.org, insured by NCUA.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Welcome back, folks. Stewart Law Offices High School Hoops Game of the Week on the campus of Heathwood Hall, Episcopal School. Stacey Huff and Chris Deering here with you. You see the score. Safe Federal Credit Union is putting their money where their heart is. They just set aside $100,000 to put a top-of-the-line money management course into every high school in the Midlands. Free to the schools and no cost to taxpayers. That's where family values and forward vision meet at Safe Federal Credit Union. 19-3 is your score, folks. Glad to have you with us here on a nice Friday night for high school hoops. It's a good time here in the Midlands, celebrating our stellar athletes out here. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering, and my buddy Jue is out here shadowing and hanging out with us right here. Former Benedict basketball player.
Low country native. Low country
from West Ashley.
West Ashley.
Get that last name so I can get Jue's full name on there. Old people get forgetful. Inbounded by Cardinal Newman right here in front of us, Chris. I felt like I was part of the action.
They wanted to get you on camera.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want a little love.
Boost the ratings.
Yeah, you know something. Get my belly out the way, help the ratings up. Jue McLemore, West Ashley star, Benedict College, and now here hanging out with me and Chris. That's a deep three, rattled home. That is beautiful. That's the second three of the game for Wade Marsh from Wade back there.
Wade Marsh has been the offense so far for the Cardinals.
We'll look great opportunity school three-pointer. Diagonal pass to Deuce Claxton. He's going to launch that. String music. Deuce Claxton on assist from Nick Nichols. They reversed it. They assisted each other. That's the Will Look Great Opportunity School three-pointer.
They're having a really fun time out there, Stacy. I like this Heathwood Hall team. Again, I think they have a chance to make a run in the playoffs, and they're showing tonight why that is.
Yeah. Talented squad out there. Also in the game for the first time, I believe, for Heathwood Hall is number 5, Peyton Sauter, freshman. He wears glasses, which I should have done in high school. I should have worn glasses. If I could see what I was doing, I might have been good. But I hope I'm saying Sauter. I get to make sure I'll double check that pronunciation at halftime. But 22-6 is your score. I'm just glad to see Kenny McKinley's son out there, man. Makes you feel good. That would look good now. I'll tell you what, Wade Marsh. Good fight for the ball. Peyton Sauter. Hell ball possession arrow is going to go down to the Highlanders. Talk about the two sports stars we both like. Nick Nichols we talked about, and Claxton, baseball, basketball. A lot on both of these teams have guys know they've been known for that. Those schools have turned out really good product out of their programs. Nicholson with a strong left-hand drive. Nice pass. Oh, he hit Proto. That was a beautiful. He's laughing. He turned around. He's laughing. There's a lot of laughing. That was a beautiful pass, Chris.
That was really Nichols is. I think he's normally a starter.
Yeah.
Like I say, coming off the illness, he might have came off the bench tonight.
Yeah,
but again, a balanced team, and they all do a lot of things very well.
Proto 2 shots at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line, and that last foul on Cardinal Newman was number 44, Santonio Young. Only a 9th grader. Good look at 9th grader, number 44. He's got some good size. They're going to build. They got some guys they're going to build with in the aftermath of the disciplinary actions.
Yes.
Sometimes you got to teach these young folks to be, good citizens. And they made a statement. Again, 7 players, 4 of them starters, were dismissed from the program a couple of weeks ago.
You have to be accountable, Stacy.
Huh?
You have to be accountable.
Absolutely. Better to learn early than late. 23-6 your score. Proto, too handsy. Got a little handsy out there on the wing. He was far from home. 6'5" post guy was away from home, Chris.
Yeah, he likes to stay in the paint, I think. He don't like to get out there on the perimeter and guard.
When you're far from home, you start grabbing. And that's what happened.
Grabbing and reaching. I think a basketball coach is one of their worst nightmares is kids reaching. You coached a little bit.
And fouled out a lot for reaching. That was my thing. I reached too much. Yeah, you got to play smart defense without fouling. That was one of the things that Coach Zimmerman had for the girls' game. A three-pointer. Guess who? Marsh once again and a foul. Wade Marsh said, wait a minute, let me put on a show. All 9 points for Cardinal Newman by Wade Marsh.
That was really nice. And, keeping Cardinal Newman hanging around right there in the game. Heathwood Hall calls a timeout.
He wears Cardinal Newman for number 30. Cardinal Newman is Wade Marsh, and it's a 30-second timeout. And he's wearing 30. Reminds you of Steph Curry. That's Benatar coaching the squad up right there. But 30 in black looks like. That's a splash brother right there. Once again, that's a good pass by Chavaria. He was ready to shoot. The thing was, his feet were set. He was ready.
Got fouled again. He's going to have a chance to make another 4-point play.
And what I love about it is Wade Marsh is shooting everything with full confidence. There is no hesitation in this game. And the shot looks good, and that's the way they can hang now. That you knock down those threes, but they need something to go with it. They have 3 big shots. Nothing else. And credit Heathwood Hall's defense for that. Again, these are young players now. These guys called JV call-ups. Wade Marsh had 9 threes against Ben Lippin, Coach Tito. So this ain't new to him.
He can shoot it now.
Yeah. So Coach Tito, we had a great conversation earlier this week. He said that kid had 9 threes in the game. That means when he's hot now, and he seems to be on a little heater tonight. Missed that free throw though. Proto, little weave action. Nick Nichols, he's gonna take that. Nick Nichols with a slam two. My guy Nick Nichols. I remember when Nick was a second grader playing AAU basketball with the Carolina Cavs organization.
That's a long time, Stacey.
I remember he was a second grader. I took him to practice. He caught rides with me and my son. Nick, I remember that's personal to me. I remember he was a second grader. He was good then. And now he's dunking. Now, boy, I'm getting old. Echevarria with a clean look.
They can get Echevarria going. They might be right in this thing.
Wow. Right. 25-9. Could be worse. McKinley had a steal, and he and Marsh got tangled up out of bounds off of McKinley. Yeah, that makes me feel. I feel some kind of way. I got to admit that Nick Nichols, that's my guy. Says second grade, and he goes to my church. He goes to my church too. Look at that. Oh, I wonder if that's his first dunk in a game.
I'm willing to bet he hadn't had many.
Huh?
I bet he hadn't had many.
I bet he hadn't had many. Then he has the left knee brace. Remember, he messed the knee up.
Yeah.
Junior year of football. We had a game of the week last year. He was a quarterback. Nice floater. That's Echevarria getting on track now. North Point hitting it out, points in the paint for Cardinal Newman. Kamari Hunter, no good. And Marsh, Echevarria one-on-one. He's going to take this to the rim. Floater. Oh, they needed that. That would have been big. Cut the lead. That would have cut the lead to 12. And that's what you do, a frustration foul right there. When a player misses a shot, they think they should make Chris. They make the next foul.
And never want to foul in the backcourt. Just do not do that.
70 feet away from the basket is never a good foul. He knows it. But that's frustration, though. He thought he should have got the bucket.
Stacey, I'm going to tell you, we've done a number of games this year. I've been to a number of games. Kamari Hunter is one of the quickest players I've seen all season.
Quick. Look, he's quick as a day off work.
No joke.
He goes by quick as a day off work. Fast as a New York minute. Oh, he got fouled right there. Got fouled and no call. He made him call it. That's smart basketball. They didn't call the reach.
Yep.
He created the foul right there. That's smart basketball. Kenny Hunter somewhere smiling about that. He's happy. That's his dad. Yeah. Kamari Hunter is super fast.
He is.
I mean, under control too, though.
Yeah, definitely under control. Gets to the spots.
Yes.
Sees open guys. A really good point guard.
Stewart Law Officers. Free throw line. Stewart Law Officers. 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOfficers.net today. There's a good look at the young man right there on your screen. 5'9" junior. Missed that. Morris. The offensive rebound. Drop down pass. Oh. Pass to McClary. They might have overpassed that time. 3 seconds. Yeah. 34 probably should have shot that one. He won't pass it trying to be unselfish. That was Edgar Jackson, the third, 6'6" senior. Probably could have went up with that one.
Sometimes overpassing is not a good thing.
Yeah.
When the shots.
Up seconds to get a call. They rarely call that. So they give you a lot of grace in there. Echevarria, nice right hand finish. Louis Echevarria, the senior. Kamari Hunter with a beautiful pass to Tristan McClary. McClary with the left hand did not get it to go for Cardinal Newman. Santonio Young. A basket here. We got some interest. Timeout. Something's on the floor. Some came out of the stands. That's good for it was a little ball roller. You don't want anybody hurt stepping on that. So good catch by the officials.
Yep.
And we mentioned Echevarria.
One of the coaches on Cardinal Newman's bench is former Heathwood Hall longtime coach Jeff Whalen.
I was going to talk about that. Yes, it means a lot for him to be involved in this game. He came back, he out of retirement to be on the bench. Coach Dita definitely wanted me to mention that. I'm glad you mentioned it. Hunter, alley-oop. Oh, he's trying to get into McClary. And they set that up. It's a turnover that Coach Benatar probably didn't want. Marsh. That's going to be Eric. That was a heat check through right there. That was a see if I'm hot, out of bounds. And that's going to put a pause on play right here with 3:43 left to play in the second quarter. From Heathwood Hall is 26-13. Highlanders over the Cardinals. Stay with us. More high school hoops coming at you.
Some days your strength and resolve are tested. You need a team behind you to keep you going. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete in all of us. Backed by the #1 rated hospital in the Midlands, life's a sport. Keep playing.
I am
It's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me, because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Watch Fox News digs deep into the facts and gives you an inside look at stories impacting you.
The whole house could almost implode. I don't have a house right now. I'm in a rental house. Thank goodness it's in the same neighborhood.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
Spoke to the CEO last week, who had the nerve to tell me that these primates have a good life. They have a good life until they're killed by a barbaric and horrific disease.
Making your concerns our priority is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Varsity boys game, Highlanders 26, Cardinal Newman was 13. Stacy Huff and Chris Deering here with you. Stay tuned for the Hog Power Sports halftime report for a full recap of the first half. Hog Power Sports, your Columbia home for scooters and golf carts. Players return to the court. Heathwood Hall trying to keep control of this ball game. They've been dominant early, but Cardinal Newman pecking away, Chris.
Hanging around, staying in there. Got Marsh, like I say, doing his thing from three. Echevarria getting going offensively finally. If they can get this thing under 10 at halftime, Stacy, it'll be a big boost for the Cardinals going into the locker room.
They definitely will. Nicholas Facus, number 25 in now. Look at the handle. He got a little low handle, but it's going to be a 5-second count. He put the dribble up just in time. Heathwood Hall picking up that man-to-man up high now, extended the defense.
They're working and trying to get a good shot here. And that's smart on their part.
Oh, yeah, that's how they started the game there. Remember, they were milking the clock. So going back to being patient again, I'm sure they were reminded that in the timeout. And Chavari just short-armed that one. Oh, Morris might have walked. Stolen back. Kamari Hunter, jump stop. Trying to get to Tristan McClary. That's 14 with a 3. Oh, everything but Tristan McClary flying in from the rafters. Number 4, the left-hand finish. Nice job that time on the offensive boards.
Nobody got a body on him. He come flying in out from basically from the 3-point line and was able to lay it up and in.
That was a North Point heating and air points in the paint. The steal by Kamari Hunter. Oh, he flooded with it like he might want to try to dunk it, but North Point heating and air points in the paint. Kamari Hunter with a steal and a finish.
He wanted to dunk. He wanted to dunk, but I just think he got a little bit too far into the basket and just had to lay it back up in there.
We mentioned Tristan McClary earlier. Here's an offer from Miles College. I think Fred Watson, it was at Benedict, might be coaching at Miles College. McClary lost it and still puts it in for kind of a slam. North Point heating and air points in the paint from Tristan McClary.
And all of a sudden, Stacey went from 13 to a 19-point lead that quickly.
Coach Benedict calls McClary an elite athlete. That's a good look at a 3 right there. He looked good all the way in. Didn't go down. 32-13, and Cardinal Newman needs a bucket right here, Chris.
Yeah, like I said, just a minute ago, I had a chance to cut it to 11, and like I said, now it's up to 19.
Echevarria is frustrated. He's laying on the floor now. He's extending a lot of energy trying to score, but step on the defensive end. And then, he's asked to carry a lot of load here, but Marsh has been hot. I think he's out of the game right now. Wade Marsh for Cardinal Newman has 9 of the 13 points.
And Echevarria's got the other 4.
Yeah, right. So those two guys, they need help. Timeout called. 1:27 left to play in the half. Coming up at halftime, of course, we told you all the things coming up here. We have some exciting things for you at halftime. And Athletes of the Week will win $2,500 scholarship. Looking for a workers' comp attorney, Remember, who you hire matters. Shout out to Joe Wideman and Holly Atkins and all the crew over at Atkins Law Firm. $2,500 scholarship. That's big. That's almost as much money as. But yeah, shout out to all of our great sponsors on the field of play and in the classroom. So you heard from one already in the girls matchup. We got another exciting scholar athlete to share with you at halftime of this ball game. And we also talked to our outstanding administrator as well. Handling down the final minute and change of the first half. And nice pass again. Nick Nichols to Deuce Claxton. He couldn't get the bunny to go. Nice look. The sharing of the basketball is elite for Heathwood Hall. There's a Backus. Purtle has been on the boards. He's got about 4 unofficially by my count. The Huffometer has him at about 4 rebounds. Deuce Claxton thought about it. Nick Nichols in the middle trying to create. That's a diagonal pass right there. Sauter short. Good rebound that time for Cardinal Newman. They're playing hard, man. Brady Cottingham, a sophomore. Only 2 seniors on this roster as it is right now for Cardinal Newman. Echevarria being one of them. I'm sorry, Echevarria's only a sophomore. I call him a senior. He's got a long way to go. He was on the varsity the last couple of years, though. So he was out there young. I'm sorry, I misrepresenting him as a senior, but one of the seniors is Preston Furman, who's a wrestler, who's a wrestling title contender. Number 21, he'll be coming into the game later. 11 just joins the action for Cardinal Newman right now. Marshall Roseboro, who, by the way, has some, he's a football player as well. No, Cunningham that starts 22 is a football player. Furman is a wrestling contender.
That's a tough overlap because wrestling's in the winter as well.
Yeah.
Matter of fact.
Nice steal by Echevarria in the back of that zone. I'm sorry.
Cardinal Newman wrestling in the state championship tomorrow.
Marsh again. Wade Marsh. Marsh is having a big first half. 11 for him. Nick Nichols. Deuce Claxton at the horn. Splash down. Deuce Claxton smiling all the while from deep with a Will Newberry Opportunity School 3-pointer off the bench. Claxton with 2 threes. The lead is 20 for Heathwood Hall. That's going to be halftime. Stay with us. So much coming up at halftime. You don't want to miss it. Stats, highlights, interviews, and much more. It's the High School Hoops Game of the Week. 2 minutes, Kevin? Only 2 minutes?
Coming home from work, and while I was at a complete stop, a truck rear-ended me. With that became a lot of pain in my neck. My husband thought that maybe we can just handle this on our own, not knowing a year later I would actually need the surgery on my neck. But when I came to Stuart, and he was like, I'll take care of everything. It didn't feel like you were actually going through a lawsuit. I don't know how it's a feeling that, you don't have to worry about anything. That's why I would recommend someone to them.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
For moments,
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation. It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Light it.
But to win it all, that is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this. Let's go. So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
You're watching the Hog Power Sports Halftime Report. Hog Power Sports, your Columbia dealer for scooters and golf carts.
Time here at Heathwood Hall. Heathwood Hall taking on Cardinal Newman, and now time for our Scholar Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Atkins Law Firm. And this week for Heathwood Hall, it is Caitlin McFarland. Caitlin she's a first-team lacrosse defender for the Highlanders. She was also named a USA Lacrosse Academic All-American. At school, she has a 5.1125 GPA and is an AP Scholar with distinction and a member of the National Honor Society. In the community, Caitlin has contributed 132 service hours with the Carolina Sunshine, Salvation Army, and Homeworks. She hasn't decided on her future plans just yet, but we wish her the very best in whatever she decides to do in the future. Congratulations, Caitlin. You are Atkins Law Firm Scholar Athlete of the Week. Appreciate all of you done. Good luck in your future, and stay with us. More halftime coming up.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, let's start our day. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations, we're still local and we prioritize your home comfort.
Local ownership means we are here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference with North Point Heating and Air, a local and family-owned company.
Don't let your cyst fall by the wayside. Call North Point today.
You're watching the Hog Power Sports Halftime Report. Hog Power Sports, your and golf carts.
Welcome back. We're at halftime. The score 35-15. The Highlanders over the visiting Cardinals of Cardinal Newman High School. Stacey Huff here with you, and I'm here joined now by head of school for Heathwood Hall Episcopal School, Mr. Chris Hinchy. And Mr. Hinchy, talk a little bit about some of the things you're excited about going on here at Heathwood Hall.
Well, we're always excited to be in the gymnasium, but we just finished a huge upgrade to our athletic center. New weight room, 4,000 square feet, a wrestling facility, a new athletic training room. Just updated our campus center, our chapel, our playgrounds. It's been really an exciting time.
Well, I see you got a lot of youth out here, youth appreciation going on out here in this new facility. The way it looks, it's a great vibe in here tonight. Talk about the atmosphere tonight with all the youngsters out here.
Well, there's a lot contributing to the atmosphere. One, I'm so grateful that you and your team and Watch Fox is here. Playing Cardinal Newman is always a huge challenge. They have a great program. Our former coach is one of their assistants now.
Right.
And any Friday night when kids can come out and watch basketball and play a cross-town rival is an exciting night.
It really is. Head of school, Chris Hinchy.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for sharing some time with us on the High School Hoops Game of the Week at halftime. Great host here at Heathwood Hall Episcopal School. Thanks for staying with us, folks. More halftime coming up and second half action as well on the High School Hoops Game of the Week, brought to you by Stewart Law Offices.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. Here, we are committed to our clients. It's not just a case, it's personal. South Carolina is our home, and we're honored for the opportunity to represent injury victims and their families across our great state. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm, your dedicated injury lawyers.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
RV High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
You're watching the Hog Power Sports Halftime Report. Hog Power Sports, your Columbia dealer for scooters and golf carts.
School on the campus there, the Heathwood Hall Gymnasium. Stacey Huff and Chris Deering scored 35-15. Hotly contested, very competitive, Chris. That's the last game. Last game was good too.
That was last game was good. A lot of highlights from that one as well.
There we go.
And here we go. Started off with a big slam by Henry Marsh to start things off. And Henry Marsh, for Cardinal Newman, he was the story early.
McClary.
Yeah, and you got to look at the Heathwood Hall side. McClary, Kamari Hunter, those guys, Deuce Claxton, Nick Nichols, those guys have all been very unselfish.
Nick Nichols with a 3, getting one of his 5 points. Hunter, watch this. Hunter, great body control, and he's running the show, Chris.
He's running the show, and he's getting where he wants to go. There's Claxton in the corner, knocking down the big 3. They did a little bit of everything good this first half.
And Marsh again.
Marsh with the string music from 3, like you like to call it.
Yes, sir. He had 3 threes. Kept him in the ball game. He has 11 of their 15 points.
That's big time.
Nick Nichols, nice give and go.
Nichols with the dunk. I know you could talk to him about that after the game.
That's my guy, yes, sir. He came up, dapped me up before the game. I know after the game he going to want to talk about that dunk. But that's where we stand right now. We got some stats to show you right there. You see Cardinal Newman just has to shoot the ball better. The field goal, that's amazing for Heathwood Hall.
66.7%. That's big time.
That's hooping.
Yes.
That's hooping.
8 turnovers to 4 turnovers. That's another key stat I see up there.
I'm surprised Heathwood Hall didn't have more assists because they really did the extra pass. They really looked for each other in that first half. But
I thought so too.
Yeah, so I think but Cardinal Newman, that 30 will go up. They're a better shooting team. Echevarria, I think he'll get on track in the second half. They need more of that. We're going to step away, and when we come back, it'll be 16 minutes to settle it. Highlanders, Cardinals from Heathwood Hall Episcopal School. Come on back.
When you're competing for every point, you need teammates you can trust. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete in all of us. Backed by the #1 rated.
In a land where the fiery breath of inflation plagues the innocent, only one checking account has the power to make inflation crash and burn.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. That is hot. Hi, I'm Mark. Safe Federal Credit Union is offering its new Power Up checking account with 3.25% annual percentage yield on qualified balances. For more info, visit us at safefed.org, insured by NCUA.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's news now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Back at it. Third quarter action coming up. Cardinal Newman in black. Heathwood Hall Episcopal School. The Highlanders in their home white, green and black trim. 35-15 is Highlanders in control. It'll be Cardinal Newman inbounded right here in front of the legendary Chris Deering. That's right there. That's us right there.
Legend in our own mind here. I might have got my ball spot too. I don't know about that.
That's all good, man. It's the knowledge you have. Cardinal Newman looking to attack. Echevarria, the young man who has to get on track for them. He has 4 points in the first half. Marshall's been hot, and that was
too close in.
Yeah,
he needed to back up a little bit.
Yeah, he was 6 inches from the line. Hunter tried to go to McClary. Had too much adrenaline on that one. They've been trying to connect with the alley-oop for a while now. And if you're Coach Benatar, you want to tell your team what to settle down a little bit. You got it under control. Don't do too much now. And if you kind of knew it, they just need to chip away. Again, a young squad. They had some players dismissed a couple of weeks ago. They have a very young squad. Some guys put up from JV. Echevarria just got to get that mid-range game going. And back comes. There it is. They're going to look for it again right here. Diagonal pass. Kamari Hunter to Nick Nichols.
I thought he was going to throw it up for him to dunk it.
And Nick Nichols shook his head like, no, don't even, no, don't. You did the right thing. Like, no. He shook his head like, nah. I wasn't going for that. I wasn't looking for that alley-oop. I was good fun watching them communicate because they've been trying to get some highlight reel plays going. The sharing of the ball has been really good, especially for Heathwood Hall, though. Very unselfish team. Cardinal Newman, we talked about this, Chris, when they started the game, being very deliberate. Very deliberate. Echevarria, there he is. He gets one to go. Louis Echevarria, the veteran sophomore, gets his 6th point of the game.
You don't say that often, the veteran sophomore.
Right. He's a guy who's been around. See my guy Pooh over there on the bench for Cardinal Newman. Whalen. Coach Whalen was a long-time Heathwood Hall coach. They tried it again. Kamari Hunter and Tristan McClary still trying to connect on the alley-oop.
That had to be something they talked about in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, because they've been deliberately looking for it. They did it once in their first half, and they trying to forcing it a little bit now. I wonder if Benatar is saying, okay, we gave it a shot. Maybe not now.
Yeah, let's give this one a rest.
Yeah,
now.
let's go ahead and finish the game. Talked about Coach Benatar earlier. I said I'd finish talking about his bio a little bit. Claxton with a rebound. Gonna pitch ahead. Morris sharing of the rock. That's just beautiful. Morris, a 6'5", pass under defense. Nick Nichols with the points in the paint. North Point heating in there, points in the paint. Well
when they're moving the ball like that, that's hard to beat against anybody. And Cardinal Newman just couldn't match it right there. I'm impressed with this Heathwood Hall team.
I'm impressed with Morris with good handles at 6'5". He can really handle that ball. Nice pass. Here's a dunk right here. Oh, the bench jumped up. McClary was about to sky high that time.
I think McClary wanted to dunk on somebody.
That's exactly what it was. But look, when Nick Nichols led him into that dunk, that's good sharing of the rock. McClary's going to get 2 foul shots here. Take a look right here. Morris right there earlier with the pass to Nichols. That's just, I tell you what, Morris can handle that thing at 6'5", man.
He's impressive.
Yeah, really. His future might be in the backcourt on the next level. Yeah, he's really talented young man.
He's a junior.
A junior, yeah. McClary at the Stewart Law Office's free throw line missed the first. Got the second. McClary getting the Miles College offer. Coach Benatar spent some time at Tennessee Chattanooga as an assistant. Young Harris College, Division II school. West Florida from 15 to 23, 2015 to 2023, 8 years there. A 6-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter.
I know I talked to him right when he came to Heathwood Hall. Very, very eager young line, and he's done a good thing with this program.
Yeah, he said he was ready to be with the young children. He thought he'd get off the road as an assistant a little bit. Nice finish that time for Cardinal Newman, number 31. Nathan McMurdo, only a sophomore. McClary's strong on that level, but getting it where he wants to right now. He gets 2 shots. But yeah, Coach Benatar said he's trying to get off that road, man. People don't realize how much work college assistants do as far as running practices and on that recruiting trail. So McClary, unorthodox free throw shot.
The left-hander.
Yeah, man, I love the lefties out there.
Two lefties sitting here.
That's right. There you go. That's right. I forgot about you, a lefty as well. That means we're in our right mind. That's what they tell me.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah, man.
Nobody's ever told me that.
I'm going to go with that. They don't tell me I was. They said that's supposed to be what it means. That's the Stewart Law Officers free throw line. Visit StewartLawOfficers.net today. 25 years they've been protecting the rights of the injured. Echevarria, that's a nice stop and pop. Gets that one to go. Shot it with all confidence. Let's give him a North Point heating in air. Points in the paint right there.
And he's heating up a little bit here in the second half, and that's what Cardinal Newman needs, obviously.
Right. They've doubled up now, 42-21. They need a couple stops as well, Chris. That zone is kind of slowing down Heathwood Hall a little bit. That kid can pass right there, though. Nichols with a point guard mentality inside that zone. Claxton. Nichols. Strong drive. Nick Nichols with a little English. He's playing with a lot of confidence. North Point heating in there, points in the paint. Echevarria, the rim, couldn't get it to go. Tristan McClary is going to clear that. Foul. The person who missed the shot they think they should make usually makes the next one.
That's what happens.
That was 31. Frustration foul. McMurdo. And a line change for Heathwood Hall. McMurdo's coming out for Cardinal Newman, but 5 new players in for Heathwood Hall. One of them, McKinley, that you mentioned earlier, but those just tuning in to remember the name, Kenny McKinley. The great wide 11. Just shot that 3, no good. Rest in peace, Kenny McKinley. I got to say that again, man.
Yes.
Tragic loss. Outstanding receiver. One of the all-time leading receivers at the University of South Carolina. Was in the NFL, part of NFL, had some time in the NFL. Still, he's going to slam this. Oh, got to get those feet together. Jonah Gardner, the freshman. That's a good-looking freshman right there.
Good-looking freshman. His brother's name's up there, J.D. Gardner.
Yeah.
As the 1,000-point
Oh, that's
scorer.
J.D. And I know J.D.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was J.D.'s little brother. So, again, another person I coached at AAU. He and my son, J.D. and my son are real good friends.
I used to work with J.D.'s dad.
Man, small world. J.D.'s in college somewhere playing now.
I think so, yeah.
And we got a 2-shot foul coming up, and Echevarria will be at the free throw line when we come back. Heathwood Hall is the place to be. Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. Stay with us.
glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Watch Fox News digs deep into the facts and gives you an inside look at stories impacting you.
The whole house could almost implode. I don't have a house right now. I'm in a rental house. Thank goodness it's in the same neighborhood.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
Spoke to the CEO last week, who had the nerve to tell me that these primates have a good life. They have a good life until they're killed.
Back at it. High School Hoops Game of the Week brought to you by Stewart Law Offices, and it's now time for our Lexington Medical Center Smile Cam. Look at the youngsters having a good time out here at Heathwood Hall Episcopal School. It's Youth Night, Youth and Church Appreciation Night here. Lexington Medical Center is the only local independent hospital in the Midlands. We're here to care for you whenever you need us. Be well. That's Coach Tamir Zimmerman. We just talked about him and his athletic kids right there. Daughter's athletic. The young man is athletic. He was out there running pass routes during football season. His dad was throwing them routes. He had a good time watching the Heathwood Hall.
Yeah, Kobe Zimmerman. I'm
Kobe,
putting his name out there already.
Already, he's going to be something else.
Yes.
Smells like teen spirit up here with the skis arrivals. Stewart Law Officers free throw line right now presents to you Luis Echevarria, 6'1" sophomore guard and short-rimmed. He's been looking a little tired. Not trying to get a kid an excuse, and he's a youngster. They bounce back quickly, but he's been exerting a lot of energy. Stewart Law Officers. Visit StewartLawOfficers.net today. The lead is 24, but it doesn't seem like it's not out of hand. It seems like Cardinal Newman has some spreadability, especially with Marsh right there playing defense. Pirtle thought about it. Sauter, nice stop and pop. That's a nice stop and pop by a freshman. Suter is the name, Peyton Suter. So I heard the PA man, he helped me out there. It's Peyton Suter.
You gotta work that sometime.
Yes, Suter. Nice shot by the young man. Freshman has potential. 48-22. Cardinal Newman needs a bucket right here. Echevarria got to do a lot of heavy lifting. He and Marsh. Marsh has carried the load a lot tonight. The junior. They try to. You see, they're not giving him room to breathe now. McKinley with an interception. How about that? McKinley with an interception. That's nice body control. Might have been a travel over there. Got away with it. Suter thought about it.
They had a man in the corner that time and didn't see him.
Yep.
The whole bench was pointing to him.
Pirtle thought about it before. This time he'll take it. No good. That's Echevarria with a rebound. That's going to be a foul. They're going to get 34 with a foul there. Edgar Jackson, the third. Just got handsy. Because those big boys don't like to be away from the basket now. They just start, like, where you going? Come here. Where you going? They start grabbing people. There's Marsh. He had an inch. Oh, a little short closeout by McKinley. Not to alter that shot. Affected a nice bounce pass. Oh, that's going to be foul. That's the intentional foul. Yeah, that's a good job of the referee getting it. That's the right call. You can't do that. That's Marshall Roseboro. Not that he made it hurt him, but you can't grab a man going for a layup around the shoulders.
No, that's not the way to do things.
No.
Glad the ref stepped in there and made that call very quickly.
Yeah, that was good. That was a little bit dangerous. Nice, especially the diagonal pass. Good share of the ball. You can't go around the shoulders and put somebody there. You can't.
Grab him by the shoulder.
Yeah, you can't. That's automatic. That's automatic. It's automatic. At the line, shooting is freshman Jonah Gardner, 5'11". Nice form. Twine. There's Coach Dieter on the screen. He says that, no matter what happened with adversity, he's going to coach him hard.
He's got a teaching moment right now.
James Abrams, James Abrams, Jeff Whalen, long time. Those guys are a lot of good coaches over there. They're going to coach these kids hard.
There's a lot of wins over there on that bench.
Absolutely. Caleb Scott Cahoon, the JV boys coach over there, been around the program for a long time. All those guys. I didn't realize Jeff DiBattista is on the staff.
That was Edgar Jackson on the inbounds pass.
He finally, that's his first bucket of the game. And they listen, 30 points is the margin now, but it's a hell ball position arrow to Heathwood Hall, but Cardinal Newman needs a bucket right now. Now we're at the point where it can get out of hand. I think it was a 30-point margin last time they played, right about that.
That was about that.
Yeah, so right now is where you got to dig in. And again, they playing with a skeleton crew a little bit. Not playing without effort. They playing with a lot of effort.
If you remember, Stacy, that first time they played was the first game after the suspensions happened.
Right.
So Cardinal Newman was really trying to figure things out then.
Absolutely. Jackson getting active. There he is again. Edgar Jackson, the third for the second time. North Point heating in there. Points in the paint.
The big guy getting strong in the middle.
Edgar Jackson looking like all the Jack, like Tito and Marlon and Michael and Jermaine. Making all the Jacksons proud out here tonight. Oh, poked away McKinley. McKinley with the body control. Oh, McKinley. Keon McKinley drives the crowd wild. A sophomore. What a steal and finish. That's an athletic kid. They still jumping up. The whole bench is up over.
The bench is going crazy
They didn't see that coming. He had that in his pocket. The referee knocked him down. Look at it.
Here we go.
It's a barely, but you got
Hey, that counts, Stacey.
The
that
sophomore,
counts.
Man, listen. Kenny McKinley's smiling down right now.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah, so Kenny McKinley's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. Man, I didn't see it coming. The little guy got up. McKinley listed at 6 foot. He's not 6 foot.
I don't think he's 6 foot either.
He's 6 foot standing on the telephone book.
Two telephone books.
He got up. He got just anything. It's whatever now, right?
The confidence is sky high now.
And Echevarria floating in. That's a nice drive and finish at the horn by Luis Echevarria. Man, exciting there in the third quarter. We'll step away and come back at you with fourth quarter action on the Stewart Law Officers High School Hoops Game of the Week. Stacey Huff and Chris Deering here with you. Take a look at this dunk.
Drove a 26-foot box truck. Somebody was in the wrong lane coming straight at me and he couldn't correct, and the whole truck laid over and landed on my shoulder. It impacted me because it's time to get some help. When you hire Stewart Law, they made you feel, like you're just a regular person and not a client. I would just recommend anybody having troubles to call Stewart Law.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Light it.
But to win it all, that is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Back at it. 8 minutes to settle the score. Cardinals of Cardinal Newman trailing big. Heathwood Hall, the homesteading team, up with a commanding lead. That's Keon McKinley on your screen right there, the son of the late, great Kenny McKinley, one of the University of South Carolina Gamecocks' all-time leading receivers.
You look at the smile, Stacey, and it reminds you of Kenny McKinley. He was always smiling, if you remember him.
Yes, for sure. Yes, great person. That same personality, great personality. He's repping the name very well. Here at Heathwood Hall Gymnasium, folks, is the place to be. It's the party, the traveling party known far and wide as the High School Hoops Game of the Week, brought to you by Stewart Law Officer Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you. Stay with us. Next 8 minutes. A lot of spectacular plays made. The score's not close, but this game has been highly entertaining. Dunks and blocks and high-flying layups and great passing, I think, by both teams.
Yep. Three-pointer.
Yes, three-pointers.
By Mark.
Yes, I think he'll get loose again at some point. They got Kamari Hunter trailing him everywhere he goes, though. That's one thing about making 3 threes. You announce yourself and you get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Echevarria, nice right-hand drive block. by Tristan McCleary. But I think Echevarria was out of bounds when he caught that ball. That's athlete on athlete right there.
Very much so.
McCleary, boy, he's been trying to get a dunk all night. He got a push in, but he's looking for a better. Look at this. This athlete on athlete just go up and blocked it nice without fouling. That was good replay. Good shot, guys. They both were up there and then sky high. So that zone by Cardinal Newman. Oh, nice pass. The passing has really been. They had no problems with that zone, the way they throw it inside and out.
And for a big man, Henry Morris really passes the ball well.
I like Henry Morris, man. I like the kid. He's going to play somewhere on the next level. McCleary got fouled, 2 shots. He'll be at the Stewart Law Offices free throw line. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today. First one goes down for the Ridgeview transfer, Tristan McCleary. Won a chip last year with them, I believe it was. And then now we're here with Heathwood Hall for a senior year.
Ridgeview we're having a couple weeks.
Yeah, we have Ridgeview. Blythewood at Ridgeview. That'll be a packed house. Short by Echevarria. Next week we got something for Lakewood hosting Lower Richland, I believe.
Yes.
Claxton heat check. Oh man, everything. Oh my. Okay, Kamari Hunter. He came flying in out the rafters on a personal trampoline. 2 guys might have got their first dunk to their careers tonight. Morris. That's the one extra pass. Kamari Hunter, no good, but unselfish again. Morris didn't know how far he was from the basket that time. I think he went up quick though.
One good thing he did on the second rebound he got. He did not bring the ball down, and you see so many big guys bring the ball down and get it knocked away. He held it up high and got fouled going to the free throw line.
Yeah, young man looks a good-looking basketball player. Short on that free throw. Tony was bringing in the freshman, Santonia Young, and also looks like 22 might have come in as well. Brady Cottingham. Cottingham is a football player, the middle linebacker. Good form for Morris. Other than he just didn't bend those knees, I guess, the first time.
Yep. You know, when the scores like this, Stacy, for the team that's leading, it might be the hardest time to coach because you sort of lose focus.
Yeah.
You want to go out there and have the highlight reel play. You just got to keep playing at this point, I think.
You're right. Brian Benator coaching the sneakers over there. We talked about that. Share a little bit more about this. A very worthy cause. Claxton tried to push it on the steal. Oh! Morris trying to get McCleary. They're trying to get McCleary that oop. Morris that time. Nice pass. Good basket that time for Cardinal Newman. That was Tristan Sims on the basket. I didn't see who made that pass. That was a great pass.
That was Echevarria.
Echevarria.
Yeah.
He's doing everything he can. Scoring has not been what he normally is, up to the output he normally has, but he's definitely doing everything else for his team. Kamari Hunter and put back. Morris. Henry Morris up high. Got to get up to get down. That's the second dunk of the game for that young man.
That is. They want to make the highlight reel, and they're doing it tonight.
Boy, that is very nice. North Point heating in air. Points in the paint. I like Henry Morris. That's a nice job, Echevarria. Louis Echevarria is not going to stop shooting now. He's not going to go away. Hunter he got the ball on a string. That's a nice drive. Should have gone with the left hand there, but that's okay. And that's going to be out of bounds to Cardinal Newman. And with that said, 5 more players in.
Got a line change.
A line change, a la hockey.
Anytime you got that shift change in hockey, it changes things.
It really does. It really does. Talked about coaches wearing the sneakers tonight. Get a little more information on that in a moment. Deliberate play again offensively, taking the time. Well, they were. I thought they were. Off glass, Antonio Young, the freshman, number 44. Did he call bank? The bank's open late on Friday.
Hey, always open. It's always open. That square is up there for a reason, is what somebody told me one time.
Yeah, you're right. Suter, three-pointer. Echevarria with another rebound. He's got quite a few rebounds from that guard slot tonight, too. Out of bounds of Heathwood Hall. So it's the NABC Coaches versus Cancer Suits and Sneakers Weekend. It's initiated by the NABC to raise awareness for cancer and cancer research. And Coach Benator says he's been doing it his entire career, so that's why you see the Heathwood Hall coaches in their suits and sneakers, and also Cardinal Newman coaches doing it as well. There's a timeout called. And little did they know with TV timeouts, if they waited another dead ball, they might have got another timeout on the house.
We talk about it often. The high school coaches aren't used to that TV timeout, and sometimes call it when if they just wait a couple seconds, they could get one.
Absolutely. 60-31. So we got a little bit out of hand at this point in time with 4:06 to play. Shout out to our referees. They called a good, clean game. Both games. Although it was frenetic pace. Steve Cook, Vincent Lyde, and Aramis Hillary.
And we still have not got that travel call on the side of the floor.
No one's calling. Yeah, you want it too bad. He really does well with that. So travel call.
He knows we want one more. We need one more.
Absolutely.
Hey, one more time.
One more time. You saw, look at the cheerleaders there. It's festive night here, youth and church organization night here. We've had 1,000-point score in the girls' game, a 2,000-point score celebrated. The boys' team looking really good. As you mentioned, they're going to be contenders. They have a doubleheader with Northside Christian Academy on Monday. You know, speaking of players that's been both places, young Desashore, that was at Cardinal Newman way back in the day. He's at Northside Christian. Yeah. He gets some offers too. He'll be over there waiting on him on the boys' side Monday as well. But the girls' team is undefeated over there. I was talking to Thomas Grant on my radio show last Saturday, and I didn't realize Northside Christian girls' team was that. And then Coach Zimmerman told me today, said, yeah, that's the matchup they're kind of thinking about.
Yeah.
You want to step away. 3:54. 3:54. The rough. 3:54 left in the ball game. We'll step away and come back at the conclusion of Heathwood Hall, Cardinal Newman.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
Mark, you got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tim, you've got Mr. Johnson. Matt, Rooftop, we got 10 systems. All right, let's start our day. Unlike many other local companies getting purchased by national corporations, we're still local and we prioritize your home comfort. Local ownership means we are here, ensuring you get the help you need when you need it. Experience the difference. Don't let
Back at it. 3:54 on the clock. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you. Glad to have you with us. And coming up in the fourth quarter, later this fourth quarter, we'll announce our Palmetto Pride player of the game. Palmetto Pride working together for a litter-free South Carolina. Look at the young cheerleader in training right there on your screen right there. Having a good time here. The youngins on Friday night. A little past their bedtime probably, so coming up soon, but cartoons in the morning, I think.
During the week past my bedtime.
We have a certain age. Play ball. 60-31 is your score. Cardinal Newman has played hard, though. They just, overmatched again with the roster reductions or roster changes there, I should say. There was some disciplinary actions, and they had to let some folks go. Suter, the smallest guy on the court, comes down to rebound. I like this guy playing low to the ground. A freshman. Proto, that was your three again, Proto. You dropped it. You had another shot.
Suter's got a couple rebounds in there underneath.
Tough kid, man. I want to see him play football as well. I wonder. Cardinal Newman, Sims. Suter messed that up. You got to find the guard, Proto. There it is.
Big guy says, let me get that ball to somebody else.
Yes. The freshman, I like the little freshman 23. He might have been out of bounds when he caught that.
He did step out of bounds.
Yeah. Proto flying in. Proto. Nice job, Xander. I like freshmen. I like Jonah Gardner as well. That Suter. They got some good little young players out here in this Heathwood Hall squad. Some young players. Only a sophomore. Here's a bright future. Got a little nice limp. 14, who shot that last three for Heathwood Hall. That's Andrew Frick, a freshman.
A lot of people getting in the ball game.
Boy, Proto put a vicious pick on Echevarria. There's Proto's three. Short again. He wanted it. Frick. 14, Andrew Frick fracks his way inside for North Point. Heating it there. Points in the paint.
It might be time for you to go night-night.
I'll reach.
It might be time for you to go night-night, Stacey.
I roll my sleeve up for that one. I had to reach it. It's late. It's late. Frick and frack. It might be time for me to yes, it's time. Night-night. One man, one pillow. Echevarria going hard to the left. Lost it.
Echevarria still playing hard.
Yes.
Less than 2 minutes to go here.
Yeah, both squads have competed hard. Frick almost had another one. Echevarria, what you got here, Echevarria? Can you slam, right hand, tomahawk. Louis Echevarria with the slam. Steal and finish. North Point heating in there, points in the paint. Take a look at it, Chris. Talk about it.
Yeah, he got the steal, and he wanted to get in on this dunk contest, and he got his in there.
Yeah, he can play all three levels now. He can boof it on you, and he can shoot that three and mid-range. So, sophomore, better days are ahead for him and the squad. Think North Point for all your heating and cooling needs. McKinley back in the game. The Dunkmeister.
He might try to get another one.
Mike, why not? Oh, nice stop and pop. Rose up high that time. Pearl has been all over the place. I put some pads on him and put him at tight end. I don't know if they do that, but I might put him at an end position. String music. Jonah Gardner, JD's little brother. I did not realize he don't want to be called that probably. He's a freshman. He may be headed for 1,000 too. JD got 1,000 at Heathwood Hall.
Yeah, that's right.
Jonah might be on his way. You have a good freshman. You didn't pass your freshman year. 3 strong years after that, you can get 1,000. That's going to be a foul way away from the basket. That might be McKinley.
Not shooting yet, so we just taking the ball out of bounds here.
Yep. And we're under a minute. This has been a fast-moving night here at Heathwood Hall. Hard off of I-77, exit 5.
My day office is on the other side of 77.
your other gig.
Yeah.
McKinley tried to steal. He tried to chip out there and snowbird for one. Yeah, there's a nice scene out here. The gym has been renovated. The lobby, the foyer, if you will. The lobby area, all that's new. Looks good out here. Dwindling to the end of this ball game, folks. We'll have a player of the game to announce later, and we'll talk to Coach Benator. McKinley and Proto fighting for the rebound. McKinley has it, and there'll be no more shots here. They're going to dribble out.
So.
Coach Benator has the hand up. Said no more. That's it. Shut it down.
A lot of candidates for player of the game, Stacey.
A lot of
candidates.
Jonah Gardner is going to hold it. They're clapping it up. Ovation for the home team, and that's your final score, 67-33. Congratulations to the victorious Highlanders. They take it 67-33. We got an interview coming up, player of the game, and some final touches coming up here from Heathwood Episcopal School. Stay with us.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case to maximize your compensation. We're not just navigating the legal process, we're revolutionizing it. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's News Now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's News Now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
Watch Fox News digs deep into the facts and gives you an inside look at stories impacting you.
The whole house could almost implode. I don't have a house right now. I'm in a rental house. Thank goodness it's in the same neighborhood.
Holding elected officials accountable and listening to your concerns.
Spoke to the CEO last week, who had the nerve to tell me that these primates have a good life. They have a good life until they're killed by a barbaric and horrific disease.
Making your concerns our priority is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
At the Mark Brown Law Firm, we're trailblazers, challenging the status quo. We go beyond the expected, working tirelessly to build your case. We are the Mark Brown Law Firm.
Welcome back. We're in the aftermath of the Highlanders' resounding victory, 67-33 here at home over Cardinal Newman. Stacey Huff here with you with Victoria's coach Brian Benator and his Victoria squad right here, Coach. It was a great show out here. The guys played well. They really shed a rock a lot. Talk, first of all, about your overall thoughts on the game and where your team is right now.
Well, the three things, couple of things we emphasized were playing extremely hard. And these guys did it from the start, from the opening tap all the way to the final horn. And you talked about sharing the rock. We talked about being really unselfish. And I think that's one of the things we've preached all season long. When Heathwood scores, when Heathwood rebounds, Heathwood wins. And the other thing we talked about was just our intensity defensively. And I think these guys did a really good job. One of our goals is to hold teams under 40 points every game, no matter who we're playing. And they did that today. So I'm really proud of them for taking the scout to the floor.
They look really good. My guy Nick got his first dunk out there. I've been doing Nick all his life. Great to see that. Y'all guys got a great showing out here. I love Morris, the underclassmen. You got a great program building right here.
Thank you.
Tristan McCleary, a senior, came over this year, and he's our player of the game for your team. Talk about his play tonight.
Well, Tristan, he's a terrific athlete, and he's really bought into what we're doing over here. You know, coming over as a senior with 1 year is sometimes a challenging thing, but he's fit right in like a glove. And, you know, he's one of those guys that can kind of play multiple positions, you know, anywhere from the 1 to the 4, and he just does a great job using his athleticism and his skill.
With that being said, Coach, first of all, congratulations on your win.
Stacey. Appreciate
you guys are the champions tonight on Watch Fox High School Hoops. Game of the week, victorious Heathwood Hall Episcopal School. The Highlanders take it tonight. Shout out to all those guys. They've been great hosts here. It's been a great night out here at Heathwood Hall. Next week, we got other things to talk to you about, but when we come back, we got some highlights of what they did right after this. Stay with us for the final touches on this week's ball game.
Life, like water, is something you move through. You need a team helping propel you forward. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized from the Midlands. Life's a sport. Keep playing.
Thank you so much
for putting your faith in us.
We are here because of you.
It really means a lot that you've trusted us over the years.
And we'll be here for
friends. Thank you to everyone that's let us help them and their families.
Thank you, Spartanburg. Thank you, Columbia.
Thank you,
Charlotte.
Thank
you, Rock Hill.
In a world where inflation is hacking your finances to pieces, only one checking account has the power to kick inflation's.
But that would be over the top. Hi, I'm Mark. Safe Federal Credit Union is offering its new Power Up checking account with 3.25% annual percentage yield on qualified balances. For more info, visit us at safefed.org. Insured by NCUA.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of
telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Welcome back inside the aftermath. The Highlanders 67, Cardinal Newman 33. Girls and boys domination for the Highlanders tonight. Stacey Huff, Chris Deering here with you, and we have a player of the game to talk about. A young man transferred over from Ridgeview High School senior year. We just heard Coach talk about him. Tristan McCleary, talk about his play tonight.
Christian McCleary, he did a lot of things. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. That one big block down here, Stacey. You see him getting on the inside, getting putbacks. That was when he came from way outside and put it back in. Really great game by McCleary, but all-around great effort by Heathwood Hall.
Headed to Miles College. I believe it's in Alabama. I believe it is. I'm not sure. Double check that for me. And we're going to thank our sponsors. First of all, next week we got a big one coming up. I want to shout out to our crew and everybody involved, K-Paz and the crew. Stewart Law Offices, our sponsor, Jim Hudson, Hog Power Sports, Safe Federal Credit Union, Atkins Law Firm, Will Lucre Opportunity School, North Point Heating and Air, Lexington Medical Center, Palmetto Pride. Shout out to all of our sponsors making it happen. On behalf of Chris Deering, K-Paz, the crew, I am Stacey Huff saying thanks for joining us tonight. We enjoyed having you. Next week, we are Laura Richland at Lakewood in Sumter, South Carolina. Next Friday night, we'll see you there on the Stewart Law Office High School Hoops Game of the Week. Until then, have a great, safe week, and we'll see you next week, guys. Have a great weekend next time.
Helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Light it.
But to win it all, that is the culture.
Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm going to crush this.
Let's go.
So good.
Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur. Long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.